So this is a poem regarding the winter by Robert Frost that I quite like.
Up on the housetop, click, click.
Gabe is such a
handsome man. I finished it for you, don't worry.
That's what I was going for. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here, to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake, to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
It's genuinely amazing how one bit of perspective can change that from a beautiful, descriptive, poem about, the winter environment to the beginning of a horror movie.
Why? What did I say?
Just the atmosphere and environment that kind of, the description of the poem, creates, it could very easily start setting the ambiance for just, a horror scenario. He's alone in the middle of a frozen wood coming to a cabin that, is not really populated, and the horse thinks something's wrong.
Yeah,
I could see that.
The settings are there. I'm not, it's probably something that, I'm one of maybe the 3 people who would come to that conclusion on their own.
And you look at the tree line.
But it's definitely there.
You look at the tree line, and there he stands. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, no, I can definitely... The first 3 stanzas, for sure, and then the last one kind of... Not so much, but yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it come off as less... That admittedly does take some of the horror, but if you assume that the sleep is his final sleep...
True.
Then it becomes a little sinister again.
See, that's the kind of impression I got from it. But this is the most we've talked about your poem before. You picked a good one this week.
Robert Frost is amazing. He's probably my favorite American poet.
I'm more a fan of his brother, Jack.
Welcome to the PoDumb, everybody.
Welcome to the PoDumb, that's a good opener. So I've been spitting up blood for the last week, and I don't know if I should be concerned or not.
Probably not. I mean, most people do.
All right.
It only happens to me when I cross the threshold of a church.
So, okay, do you want to elaborate on that one? Oh, okay.
I cough and there's blood. Elaboration.
Yeah, I don't know what else you want from me.
What? What do you mean? Are you actually coughing blood?
Yeah. All right. So since the last PoDumb episode, I've been sick up till currently, or I'm still kind of dealing with it.
Ew.
It's the days after that we released our last PoDumb, I had the flu and COVID at the same time. The week after that, I had some third disease that I didn't care enough about to figure it out. I just laid in bed. And then this is week 4? Is this the 4th week? This is week 4. Is it week 4? Look at that.
I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since we last uploaded a PoDumb, so...
Yeah, Thursday marked week 4, and now I just have, the symptoms of a cold. But, every morning when I sneeze, all that comes out is blood, and every time I cough, most of it's blood. Don't know what that means about me. Haven't gone to a doctor to figure it out, but, I'm just hoping it goes away. But...
It's such a man thing, and I say that fully aware that I would probably do something similar, and have.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to get back to this bleeding, but a couple summers ago, I had a my ear started to grow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I do remember this.
And it was my left earlobe, and I'm like, it's probably just a zit or whatever. It'll go away. And I would try to squeeze it because I've been able to pop them before, and I was like, that one hurts too much to pop, but it'll go away. I don't want to go to the doctor. Well, 3 months go by, and one night it's like my ear just shooting pain down my neck, and I'm like, maybe I should go to the doctor. And
not what a man would say.
I know, but here we are. I mean, my ear got so big that people were starting to notice. And I'm like, just playing it off. I asked my sister to get 2 bricks together and go, but but finally I'm like, I gotta get this dealt with. So I go to Faster Care.
Was it like sore? Like, did it hurt when you touched it at that point?
Oh yeah. Well, it was just throbbing constantly by the end.
Okay.
And it felt like someone was pouring liquid pain from my earlobe down my neck, like a little gremlin.
A little gremlin.
Yeah. He just pouring liquid pain. And so I decided to go at Faster Care. The nurse or whatever was like, oh, all right. Yeah, we can get that taken care of for you. And so they had to drain it. It was a sebaceous cyst, and it had gotten infected or whatever, and it kept growing.
Huh.
And if it had been smaller, they could have maybe taken it out. But it was so big that it had broken and grown multiple times. So they had to just cut my ear and drain it. And so I'm laying on the thing. They put a towel under my ear, and he gets the knife, and I just hear.
Like poking a balloon full of mayonnaise.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm glad he gave me a pain shot. And like he squeezed my ear for probably 20 to 40 seconds. I don't remember.
I'm a little jealous.
Just squeezing all the goodness out. And then he showed me, and I go, cool.
Can I keep? Are you gonna finish that?
Are you gonna finish that? But the kicker was, it came back like every year for 3 years, and
so you're not still dealing with it though.
I probably will eventually, but no, I don't have one now.
Okay.
But one year it was small enough that they were able to take it out instead of just drain it.
Okay.
And they were like cleaning me up or whatever, and they threw it in the trash, and I'm like, wait. Can I keep it?
My boy. What are you doing to my boy?
She just looked at me like, okay, no one's ever asked that, but sure. And I took it to church with me.
Nice.
Anyway.
Well, that I can kind of relate to, because I wish I had asked them to let me keep my wisdom teeth when I had those out, because I want to know what they looked like.
Yeah, like chopped up and whatever.
True. Would you have taken your appendix or whatever?
Nah, that thing caused me so much misery. The only reason I would have asked for that was just personally destroy it.
Yeah, take it to an axe throwing ring, stick it on the little panel at the end of the hallway.
Well, you wouldn't have wanted to. You wouldn't have wanted to like put it in a vat of green liquid in your room to just look like a mad scientist.
Put it so the sun cascades through it.
Now that I say that.
Now that you say that, if you'd been there at the time,
I would have had your back.
Might have done that.
Yeah.
And your kidney or whatever you took out. Appendix.
Build a shelf for it so like you can set it up where you want it next to the window.
Right. Put like red candles on either side.
Yeah.
The appendix. What were you talking about before?
Appendicitis? Where does... Did you say kidney?
At one point I said kidney, but I remembered it was appendix.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say kidney.
I hardly even knew her.
We do still have
heard.
we do still have the piece of wood that was in my back.
What?
Wait, I don't think I've heard this one.
Okay, okay. So when I was like 4 or maybe 5, I think Sam was born at this point, so it would have been probably 5. The wall paneling in our basement is wood, basically.
Yeah.
It's like long, vertical, individual, like...
They're wood panels, yeah.
Wood
we had
paneling.
some in our old house.
Yeah. So one day or whatever, my mom was doing some exercising or whatever in the basement, and I was down there with her, imitating, basically. And at one point she was doing the squats, and I was leaning against the wall.
Uh-huh.
And at some point, I still don't know when, and I'll get to how I know that here in a second, I went down, and some wood went up. But, like I said, I have no idea when it happened. Because,
you didn't feel it?
No, because we didn't notice it was there for another week.
What?
I just made a comment that there was like a bump on my back. That I'd been like rubbing my fingers over, because that's all it felt like to me, was just a bump. Like a little protrusion. And they took a look at it, and they were like, oh, that ain't normal. And
no, I would say not.
Yeah, so yeah, we went to the hospital. They looked it over and said, yeah, there's a sliver of wood in his back.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
And no. The most eventful thing that happened after that was apparently like the cap that they put on you before you like go under. I just did not want to have it on. Like I just kept taking it off.
Like the face mask thing?
No. I think it might have been for the X-ray actually.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. I don't remember the details. I was 5.
Okay. Well, I've never been X-rayed, I don't think, so I don't know.
So whenever you get
work.
X-rayed, they put like a little like blanket over the parts that aren't getting X-rayed.
Okay.
So that might be it? I don't know.
Possibly. I don't remember. I just know that they put a cap on me over my hair at one point, and I just kept taking it off.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to let other people dress you. Like, you're your own man.
At 4,
yes.
5. Oh, yeah, 5.
Yeah, but yeah, we still have the sliver of wood, and it was a long one. I'd say it was about an inch long.
That's a lot.
And it was in my back.
Yeah, I mean, inch doesn't sound that big as an adult, but if you're 5, that's most of you.
That's like 80% of your body at that point.
Right.
I didn't pass math very much in high school.
That's all right.
Or the other ones as well. I've never heard that story before.
I have not either.
That surprises me.
And you have that piece of wood.
We do still have
became a
piece of
man
wood.
at the age of 5. What a story.
So, but Gabe's bleeding from the lungs, it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know
So you
what's up
said
with
you
that.
had the flu and COVID at the same time.
Yeah,
okay, they're
that's probably
calling
for
the
me.
police. They're calling the police. Were you like coughing a whole lot?
Oh yeah, like I
Well, okay,
wasn't able to
maybe-
leave my bed.
Maybe you just like ruptured. Not ruptured. That's more serious. Like maybe just your lung is like
Upset.
trying to recover.
Yeah, Avatar: Way of Water came out. And my lungs just decided to like, no, we're done. We're leaving.
It is the end times. James Cameron finally made another freaking movie.
Yeah, Avatar, not the Airbender, and after that, I gave up. I just gave up on life. Yeah, but I don't know what's up with it. Weird.
Yeah, I don't... That might be one... Now that I'm a wiser man and have decided to go to the doctor more often, that might be one I would go for.
I'm just gonna wait it out. If I hit New Year's and I'm still doing it, then it's a problem. Which is like half a month away.
Have you coughed up blood today? Is it every day?
Yeah, it's just every... It's been every day for 5 days. And, like, I've gotten... The first time it happened, I'm like, oh, I just, like, have to blow my nose. Whatever, it's just snot. So, I blew my nose into, like, you know, a paper towel. And I'm like, that's not great.
I don't know, man. Don't be dumb.
Like, now, I've ran out of paper towels. Like, I'm just to the point where, like, I took one of my old white T-shirts.
Gabriel.
And, like, that is just... It's now a rag. It's a rag.
Gabriel.
I want to see how red I can make it.
Oh, no!
What?
You monster! What the heck? No! No!
What do you mean, no? It's not like I'm going to grab somewhere that I've already blown my nose into, because it's color-coded.
Hey, look, I got a tie-dye now.
Yeah. That shit will never, like, be on my body after this date, though. Like, I'll just go to
face.
Walmart. I'll just go to Walmart and buy more white T-shirts for, like, $20.
Gabriel!
What?
I pity your future wife.
Well, that's her problem.
It certainly will be. God,
I'm 20.
gosh,
I get to make these decisions, all right?
You're 22.
I'm 20. Yeah, all right. So if you want to be specific about it.
You're going to be 23 in like 2 months.
Yeah.
You should be
2 months and
ashamed.
6 days. I don't know how math works. Yeah.
All right.
What else would a man do?
I'm glad we're not recording in person then.
On other notes, I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast before. The War of the Bees is continuing. Apparently, we didn't get rid of them.
The war, yeah. So elaborate on the War of the Bees.
So it's been 5 months now. There's been a wasp nest in my drop ceiling. Don't know how they got in. Don't know how they get out, but it is massive. It is, you know, like the basement trusses you have that are, I think it's what, a meter apart, like 16 inches wide.
Yeah.
So it spans 3 of those trusses. And it's starting to go down the concrete walls because I can hear them like chewing away some of the wood to make room for more nest sometimes. It's a huge nest. I don't know how to deal with it. They don't enter my room, but
Gabe.
I've never gotten stung. And I've killed 54 of them.
You can't call someone.
Yeah,
Get Dr. Deadbug or whoever.
I called my dad and he said, yeah, it looks like a wasp nest. we sprayed it with 1 can of bee spray. I said, yep, that's good enough. And then we left it for a while.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them left before like winter hit. But like I guess there were still some like stragglers because like it's a house, it's going to be warm. So
yeah, but oh man, it's snowing today, or it was.
Yeah.
Are they more or less active?
Anything above 58 degrees, they'll move.
Oh my gosh, dude, you gotta. Come on. Come on, man.
It makes for good stories. Like, if this doesn't say Christmas, I don't know what will.
Well, this story should have an ending.
I can't wait for the follow-up story. Hey, guys, let me tell you about the time I was stung to near catatonic state in my sleep by the legions upon legions of wasps.
I mean, Marcus hasn't been around for a while, so I think the wasps might have gotten to... Marcus is my pet spider. He's almost as wide as a dollar bill. He is huge.
What?
In the same sense that a lion is a zookeeper's pet lion.
All right, so me and Marcus have lived together for, what year is it? It's been 5 years since we started living together.
So like, I have
no alive?
He may have just died of natural causes.
Well, like me and Marcus have coexisted for 5 years, so like we don't have issues with each other. Ever since the bees showed up, he's been missing. I don't know where he went. I don't know if the bees killed him, if he killed a couple of the bees, tried to eat them, and died from it. But, like, I haven't seen him anywhere.
Man.
Might just be that it's winter now.
Poor Marcus.
Right? Marcus has kids. I haven't named them yet, though.
Gabe.
What? I haven't died yet. But like a year later, I'm gonna be like in the hospital, and I'll bring up the. You remember the time I was coughing blood? Turns out there was a bee in my lung, kind of thing.
Oh my
gosh. Watch that happen.
You're like Pig from Barnyard. Pig, I think there's a bee stuck in your nostril. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's not dead.
That movie might be one of my favorite, like, top 10 movies.
Barnyard, it occupies a special place in my head. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, but
Yeah.
I still appreciate it for what it was.
But it came into my life at a time where one of the dumbest things ever, the funniest thing ever. Like
That's fair.
The fight scene with, what is it, the Johnny Cash song? Like, I Won't Back Down?
Yeah.
That's Sam Elliott.
Is it?
But the song is originally, well, not even originally, but Johnny Cash did sing it.
Okay.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb enough. I just assumed it was a Barnyard original.
No.
That's what I thought for a while, until I had to, like, look it up 2 weeks ago.
Okay. But it is weird that Sam Elliott voices the cow, though.
Yeah.
With udders.
Ben the
Uncle
cow.
Ben.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. Also,
Spoilers.
Spoilers!
I honestly didn't remember if he died or not. I was just saying that because, like, it'd be funny if it did.
You did remember.
It's like it's like one of the emotional scenes in cinema.
Yeah, it's like the pinnacle.
One of of all of them, it's certainly one of them.
Exactly.
I showed it to my aunt and uncle, and like I'm young enough to like still like think it's a little bit emotional, but but they're like laughing through the funeral scene.
Yeah.
Because the gravestone says Ben, a good cow.
Yeah.
I was too busy crying to realize that part of the movie.
Oh yeah. Tears, only tears.
Yeah.
Anyway, Barnyard was a Nickelodeon original movie that I guess was the pilot for the TV show that followed.
I mean, I feel like it was just a movie that was so successful they made a show.
That's kind of the
Sure.
that's kind of the impression I got, because if the movie is a pilot for the show, it's a bad pilot because the show is so different tonally from the movie.
You know, that's fair.
There is an episode of the Barnyard show that is a beat-for-beat remake and parody of an episode of Star Trek.
What?
I'm serious.
Oh, I remember this. Oh my
There's-
gosh, I
there's
forgot all about that episode.
There's an episode of Star Trek where Spock, one of the aliens, is going through basically what is his species equivalent of puberty, or it's one of his species equivalents of puberty, because one of the movies kind of has an actual puberty, but there's this whole thing where he has to go back to his home planet, and he has to go through this basically marriage ritual. And he's incredibly violent and uncharacteristically emotional when he's not there. So they go back, but like there's this whole thing where I don't even remember the details, but he ends up fighting Kirk and thinks he kills him, and that snaps him out of his funk, and he goes back to normal. But then like they reveal, oh no, Kirk didn't actually die. He was faking so that he could snap his friend out. And there's a Barnyard episode that follows the same plot, except Pig plays the part of Spock, and it's actually pretty funny.
Is it?
I think it is. I've not watched it in a while, but I remember enjoying it.
Okay. I was too used to the movie to like the show, I think. The Barnyard movie.
It has its moments.
And I
just
think
like
I saw the show first, so that was my standard.
Okay.
Yeah, I like both. But I was also 12, and I was the target demographic back.
True.
So, you know,
So I would have been 14, I guess.
somewhere around that ballpark. I remember I was almost a teenager around the time that I got.
Yeah. I remember the funniest scene from that movie was when they're trying to order pizza.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And they like use mannequin arms.
Mm-hmm.
Like he accidentally loses one, and the stoner pizza driver is like, "Ah!" And
Dude, I got an arm.
right. Yeah.
Is that from that show, or am I just completely misremembering?
No, you nailed it. All right, yes. Yeah.
It's like that jingle just feels like regular show to me.
Oh, true.
I don't know why.
I never watched that one though.
See, the beginning seasons are great. End seasons are kind of weird.
Oh yes, weird.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I mean, that's when they started doing drugs.
The show is weird.
The ending of the show is when they started incorporating drugs into the creative process.
Right, because the season because the episode where they fight a giant head with arms because they beat his high score at a video game didn't involve any drugs.
Oh no, that was just let's make fun of Billy Mitchell, and that's what they did. Are you guys familiar with the story of Billy Mitchell?
Billy.
He had the world record of Donkey Kong, and he claimed himself as the champion. Later on, there was like investigations of whether or not he cheated, and there's a lot of evidence saying that he did. I'm not going to say one way or another because I'll get sued if he finds this, but there's a lot of skepticism about whether or not he actually got it legitimate.
He kind of looks like a tall Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny that you mentioned Peter Dinklage because I was about to say this sounds a lot like the B plot in the movie Pixels, in which the character who cheated at Donkey Kong was played by Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that's exactly. They did such a good job casting.
I guess
Billy Mitchell in the movie Pixels.
Huh. Well, I guess so.
Scott secondhand approves Peter Dinklage as Billy Mitchell. Yeah, there's a lot of episodes in regular show where they're like, let's take this pop media thing, put it in an episode. How would they react to that? The whole episode.
Oh, okay.
For example, Mordecai's entire character arc is parodying the concept of being a freaking simp.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one's Mordecai?
The bird, the blue jay.
Oh, okay.
The one that the internet inexplicably shipped with Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony.
You like Weezer? They're like real musicians. I love that meme. Yeah, so this is the Christmas episode. I feel like
Merry Christmas. I was gonna say.
We're an hour. I hit record an hour ago. So, Christmas trees, gingerbread houses.
I'm at 27 minutes. That means he was recording a whole half hour before the poem.
So Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, great episode. See you guys next month.
Yeah. So let's see. This will probably come out the Wednesday before.
This will be the Christmas episode. Yeah.
Might as well just upload it on Christmas.
We probably could.
People are going to be upset if we do that.
Who cares? I don't care what they think.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, well, makes one of us.
What do you guys... What's your, like, standard Christmas tradition? Just, like, real quick.
So, like, through the year, any renovations my grandpa does on his house, he keeps all the old parts.
Where's this going?
So, like... I'm just telling you what Christmas is like, alright? This is the true meaning of Christmas I'm about to bestow upon you.
I'm sorry, go on.
Alright, so my grandpa will retain all of his old parts. Like, if he gets a new toilet, you know, he'll keep the old toilet. We'll take all of these parts out into his woods and blow it up with tannerite. And that is the true meaning of a Midwest Christmas.
Of American Christmas.
American Midwest Christmas. I 100% guarantee you somebody in Ohio knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, that's actually the Thanksgiving story. I don't know. We just kind of like hang out. Like the past few years, my dad and my mom just don't want to go anywhere.
I don't blame them because they both work full time, right?
Yeah, we just want to stay home and chill out. Like there's football to watch most days.
True.
What me and my dad do. And yeah. That's pretty much, like, we'll wake up. We used to, alright, so, like, all of the people in my house are almost, like, above 18. So, like, Christmas isn't, like, quite as magical as it used to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where I used to live was it was the same plot of land that my grandparents lived on. So like we would wake up early in the morning. We would like 7. We'd go wake up our parents and like we'd start opening presents. We'd go like youngest goes first, oldest goes last, and we just rotate through it. And when we get down to the point where we can actually like count the presents, it's like back then like Matchbox cars were $1.50, so you got a lot of presents and such.
Exactly.
Now they're like $2.50, but like that's inflation.
Whatever, yeah.
But like, we'd open up presents in rotation, include the parents at the end whenever the presents all equal out. Then we'd go up to my grandparents, and then we'd have like lunch and dinner up there, however long we stayed. We go back down, and that was all of Christmas.
That's a good day. Yeah, same for us, I guess. At least as far as how our Christmas has evolved over the years. Rachel's 20, so she's the youngest. Yeah. And she's the youngest, so yeah, it's not, the magic's gone, and I'm a little bit of a Scrooge this time of year anyway. So,
with your
we
big
just gotta.
nose.
Gabe,
What?
where does this coming from? This is the third time today you said my nose was big. I'm gonna be self-conscious all week now.
You can breathe better.
In the family Christmas photo, I'm gonna be like covering my nose.
You're gonna have the glasses on with the bigger nose. So after I've completely derailed you from your story.
Right, whatever. Anyway, yeah, my parents, they don't like to go anywhere either. So my grandparents came to our house. That was the deal. We didn't go anywhere Christmas Day. With the exception of last year when my grandpap was sick, we went over there. But yeah, so that's kind of been the dealio for me. What about you, Luke?
So to talk about mine, I kind of have to get a bit somber for a minute.
Oh, true. Yeah,
I
go
heard
ahead.
that as sober. Don't know why.
Well,
they're interchangeable.
They're kind of the same in this instance. So, this year opened, like this literally happened in like the middle of January. We lost both of my dad's parents.
Right.
And they were like, they were the set of grandparents that I was like really, really close with.
Yeah, you saw them at least once a week, right?
Once a week, basically consistently every week, every year, with the exception of when like they were on vacation somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like every week of my life for the 22 years that I've been alive. And yeah, every Christmas we'd do stuff with just the 5 of us, like my immediate, like parents and brothers at our house. We'd do stuff in the morning. We'd have like bagels and hot chocolate. We'd open our presents, and then we'd head out there for lunch. We'd eat, and then the afternoon we'd do another round of presents and everything out there with them. And then just the rest of the day we'd be out there. We'd have dinner out there with them, and then we'd usually be just going out to their place like the rest of the weekend, even if like none of my extended, like my uncles came.
Oh, really?
We'd be going out to their place like pretty much the whole weekend.
So now you can't this year, obviously.
Yeah. Now this last year's was the last time that's ever going to happen. So yeah, this year is gonna be really different and pretty hard, probably.
Probably.
Having to start
What are you gonna
traditions.
do?
Well, my uncle and his fiance are coming to spend.
Oh.
They're coming like, I think they're gonna be here for like 5 days.
Uncle Mark?
Uncle Mark,
Yes,
yeah.
actually.
Love Uncle Mark.
Yay, Uncle Mark. He's our uncle too now.
Yeah.
That's right. You guys stayed with him.
Whenever we went down for the Game Grumps
and-
show.
That's right. But yeah, he and his fiance are coming down. So,
I forgot he got engaged. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's really
Congratulations,
cool.
Uncle Mark.
She fits right in with our tribe. She's really fun.
So can I come over for Christmas? I want to hang out.
Yeah. Uncle Mark gave us Mountain Dew, so like he's
Super cool. He's in like my top 5 uncles. Oh, wait, hang on. How many uncles do I have?
okay, bro.
Yeah, top 5.
Please have 4.
Top 5. Uncle Johnny's by far the best uncle, though. He's the guy that I based Uncle Lance off of, so like, he kind of has to get number 1.
I was gonna ask if is Uncle Lance accounted in the top 5.
Oh,
kind of. Technically, I mean, Uncle Johnny's the embodiment of Uncle Lance, just a little bit less. No, yeah, he's just as misogynistic as. Yeah, I really, really want Uncle Johnny to be a guest on the podcast at some point.
do you though?
I really do.
I'm afraid.
Like he has some really cool stories. But
All right.
yeah, the other thing I can remember from like Christmas is just the immense amount of sled riding me and my brother would do if there was snow on the ground.
Right.
Like Scott's been down our trails back at the old place a couple times.
It's pretty brutal.
It's a rough course. There's a lot of turning you have to do, and if you don't, you hug some things you'd rather not hug.
So let me set the stage here, Gabe. So I grew up. We have 18 acres. If you've watched any of our videos, you've probably seen our yard. It's kind of it's very farmy. It's idyllic. There's lots of open space and room to run and like rolling hills. And our sled riding trail was just like that. It was everything's open and you can look up and see the sky and it's beautiful. And you can sled down wee and then climb back up and it's just a pleasant time. And then you go to Gabe's house.
Middle of nowhere, like the road's almost there sometimes.
Which, like, part of it is his grandparents' driveway, which feels like there's brick chunks in as you go down. You're, like, dodging trees and, like, not guillotines. What are those spikes?
Dagger bushes?
What are those spikes that you put outside of castles?
Stalagmites?
No, that's in a cave. Those pointy poles.
Just pikes.
Yeah, those pikes. Like it feels like you're dodging pikes, going around tree stumps.
It's so cool.
If you somehow make it to the bottom, you have to go back up and do it again, and
whilst
live
other
through that
people
trauma.
go down the trial.
Right.
So like you're just banking on them not to mess anything up, because if they do, you don't have knees anymore, because they're going mock Jesus down this blazing trail of ice and snow.
And on top of that, the only sleds that Gabe owned at the time didn't steer.
They were the dollar plastic sleds from the dollar store. We broke so many of them. That's the only financially plausible sled to own.
Exactly.
I miss sled riding on that hill so much. There was one corner. If you start at the very top of the hill, you have like a veer to the right, a veer to the left, and then a 90-degree cut to the right. You have to drift around the corner after like February to get any amount of movement.
I wonder if we could make time to go sled riding this winter.
I hope so. I hope we have enough snow to sled ride at some point this year.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it snowed maybe 3 times since, like, October.
Yeah.
But
yeah, today was one of them, and it was pretty pitiful. I can still see grass.
I could count the snowflakes that were coming down. It wasn't much of a snowfall. Normally we have, like, a blizzard at, like, beginning of January. But...
yeah. It's
like,
coming.
I remember a few times, like, getting off, like, loading trucks at FedEx, driving home in the blizzard in a 2-wheel drive car, and like I'm going down the highway and this semi truck decides that there's no lanes anymore and decides my lane is now his. I almost died a couple times because of this. Whew. And like I got maybe like 3 inches within the guardrail, and then the truck driver woke up from whatever coma he was sent into from Starbucks.
Yeah.
And like he's like, oh, sorry, little Nissan. Like, I'll stay in this lane. Yep, this is mine now.
Sorry, little buddy.
Like if my car was a little bit shorter, I could have probably like just hung out inside of like his trailer gap
underneath the trailer.
But you know, that's more like a Fast and Furious movement that might result in my death more likely than just driving on your shoulder.
That's likely. Luke, did you have anywhere else to sled ride other than our house? Because Luke grew up in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, our hill, the closest thing, like our hill, I'm pretty sure I might be taller than our hill.
I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah.
And there's a fence halfway up it, so...
Yeah.
It's just an extra ramp if you hit it hard enough.
I mean, there was like a back area behind one of the schools near us that we'd go to, like, occasionally, but we didn't go there very often.
Yeah, because that's like somewhere you have to like get up and go.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. I there was nowhere that I could just, if I wanted to, I could just go walk.
Yeah.
Other than the roof.
Sled.
I mean, the roof is fun sometimes. Caleb tried it one year.
I believe it.
The thing is, you
tell
say
that story, Gabe.
Well, hang on, because you say that, I look out at the garage roof now, and I'm like, I'm older. I can do it.
Yeah, you should. And film it.
I might.
Have Daniel film it.
Now that we have adult money, could we build like a really cool like sled riding ramp?
I don't see why not.
Like one
That'll
that
be our
like,
mutual Christmas gift to each other.
It'd be so cool, like just having like a 12-foot tall like scaffold that like has like what's the spinny like mathematic equation? It's like it's a ratio.
What?
What?
Spinny mathematic.
The spinny mathematic thing for like figuring out I can't remember what it's called. Somebody in the comments will know about it later.
What is it meant to calculate?
Meant to calculate like
Centrifugal force.
It might be. Anyway,
I'm just
like,
thinking
now that we
of
have adult
spinning.
money, we could probably like just do the mathematics and figure out like what's the max G's that we could withstand and still like get up and do it again.
Yeah, well, as long as you have a big enough snow pile to catch yourself, I feel like anything's possible if you believe.
Yeah. That could be like the neighborhood, like, oh, you lost a bet, you gotta go down the hill.
The Lefevre Hill.
Like in Christmas Story, the Christmasing, whatever the title of that movie is. It came out not too long ago.
You saw the second one?
It's actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
How could it... Well, Nostalgia Critic didn't like it.
Yeah. See, there were some parts of the movie where I'm like, oh, they're still doing this bit. But there was other, like, it's true to the characters still, so I couldn't, like, knock them on it too much.
They're doing another one.
A third one?
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the third one.
And the original Ralphie is back.
Oh, great. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I don't. Hollywood, just stop. I cannot wait until the stream wars kill Hollywood. Assuming that's possible.
It might be. Like, at one point it was fine to have, like, oh, I just have 2 subscriptions to watch whatever I want. I can't tell you the last time I got on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Disney Plus has all Star Wars on it, so, like, I'll keep that forever. Like, every year I watch through, like, chronologically every Star Wars media, except, like, the Clone Wars series, Rebels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you have to include, like, Clone Wars, Kenobi, Andor.
Oh, yeah, like... Andor is the best Star Wars media. I'll go out on a whim and say that now.
But what about all the bricks and screws, Gabe?
Andor is my favorite.
What about the bricks and screws?
Andor is my favorite Star Wars media, and I don't care what other people say. Well, although the ending of Rogue One was really... It might be my favorite Star Wars moment.
And why was that? Because of Andor. That's right.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a favorite Christmas movie?
Elf.
Ugh.
What? You don't like Elf?
No, I don't.
What?
Really?
I don't. Okay. Well, okay. Let me. First of all, let me clarify. I definitely think it's overplayed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
That's one thing. But I also acknowledge that is not why I don't like it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here and be like, it's popular. Ooh, I hate it.
Yeah, don't be like me.
No, yeah,
No,
no.
I
it
had
has
to
nothing
every girl in high
it's-
school though. It worked out for me.
Come on, man.
True. What do you mean?
What? Press on, Luke.
I don't. There are some things about it that I do like the whole opening kind of like parody of the old Rankin Bass specials. I think that's pretty cute. Like they have like the stop motion snowman.
Yeah.
Right.
And like the big whale that comes out is like, bye buddy, hope you find your dad.
That's the
It's a
greatest moment.
narwhal. It's not a whale. It's a narwhal. It's the
Then
defender
why is
of
it
the
the
deep.
size of a whale?
I don't know. Have you seen a narwhal? They're huge.
They're not the
Narwhals are
size of a
whales.
whale.
Yeah.
Are they whales?
Yes.
Are they a form of whale?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they were an offshoot of like swordfish.
He might
no.
be a cross. I don't know.
So that the spike is actually a tooth.
The average size for an adult narwhal is 17 foot long. I was just doing a bit to make Luke wrong. I didn't know I was gonna win this.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's huge.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So the only reason I know that is because I really like Moby Dick, and he goes into a long spiel in that book about all the
Which
different
one?
kind of. Yeah. Okay. Well, one of the many spiels he goes in that book is about whales, and he goes through like every different known species of whales at the 1848 or whatever. And yeah, narwhal is one of them.
That sounds riveting.
Well, okay then.
Anyway, you don't like
Anyway.
Elf.
You just remember
Yeah,
this off
anyway.
the top of your head?
What?
The narwhal bit from Moby Dick.
I love that book.
All right. I want to step on your toes. So about this elf guy.
So I don't really find Will Ferrell in that movie very funny. His
Kick him. Ban him. Get him out of here. Get him out. It's a two-man
His,
podcast
like-
now. Get him out.
his like I'm a kid basically, but also an adult thing. It works good in some scenes,
Yeah.
but like when he's just running around a rotary door screaming,
All right,
or
that's a
like
setup
when-
for a later scene. They call it back whenever he's in the women's shower singing.
which is the creepiest thing in any Christmas movie. You cannot show me that scene and not tell me that that is a horrifying scene.
I don't know
really
what you mean.
can't stay. It's bad out there. I can't do the whole thing.
It is Zoe Deschanel, Luke. I mean, we all wanted to be Will in that moment.
Yeah, would you have turned down such a scenario, Luke?
What, to sneak into the bathroom while
To
she's
sing a
undressed?
duet with...
With Zoe Deschanel!
Yeah, regardless of wherever it is. I mean, if it's in the
I
shower,
don't
so
think
be
that
it.
That's no.
What?
You,
He's
no.
living my fantasy. Like I don't know what you want from me.
You, unless are you also dressed as an elf in that fantasy?
Yes, I've always.
Okay, well then it's acceptable.
In every
always-
fantasy, I'm dressed as an elf.
I can't wait for 10 episodes down the line for one person to remember that statement. So I was at Walmart earlier, and this one guy just starts cackling. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So yeah, that I also don't like. I don't really enjoy how he just kind of accidentally finds the third act of the movie.
What? I don't remember
Well,
that
like
part.
he just kind of finds Santa who happened to crash in the middle of Central Park.
Yeah, it's because nobody
And it's
believed.
like, boy, the stars aligned for that one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I mean, Santa knows everybody.
It's
Inside
not
and
even
out.
like.
So
It's not even that they did a very good job of setting that up. Like they establish in the second scene of the movie, they're like, oh yeah, we had to replace the sleigh with technological parts because people don't believe in Christmas, and then they never bring it up again until the end.
So, I do agree with you that the beginning is far stronger than the ending, but I don't know.
I don't need you to be foreshadowing like every step of the way throughout the whole movie, but it is kind of ridiculous that the third act just sort of happens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those movies.
That might just be me.
That I'm like, this is what it is. It's not trying to be, whatever, a Christmas Carol. It's just what it is, and it's funny along the way. That's basically every Will Ferrell movie for me.
Yeah.
He's just funny. It's dumb. It's often contrived.
Just this time it's Christmas.
Just this time it's Christmas, and it's not too bad along the way. And also Zooey Deschanel's there.
Yeah, so that like immediate, like it's the movie's at like a 7 to start.
Right.
Man.
My siblings were actually watching that last night.
Oh, yeah, everybody watches Elf at least once in the Christmas season.
Except me.
Except Luke.
Right.
He's into broads instead of a brunette.
What? Wait a minute.
Gabriel?
What?
You want to try that one again?
Oh.
First of all, you said broad.
Yeah.
Which is not a cool thing to say.
All right,
Second,
well, you can have your opinions.
what you meant to say was blonde, I think.
No. All right, so blonde is a real hair color. I looked this up
It's
after
not.
the episode. It is.
It's not.
It is. Google it right now. It's a real hair color. It's got what the
BR.
plants crave, Scott.
Blonde.
Brondo.
How is that not just dirty blonde?
I don't know, man. It's blonde.
It's not.
Brondo, man.
Shut up!
It's got what the plants crave.
No! This is not. Don't. If this becomes a thing, I am done with the podcast. All right, whatever. So Google thinks it's a thing, but it's not.
It's a real hair color. It's simpler to say than dirty blonde. Blonde.
It's not as fun to say though.
Oh, it's got what the plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
Gabe,
What? What the cows crave. People don't remember that one from the movie, though.
Luke, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
That's an interesting question because that's not something I really have thought about in a while, if ever.
Well, Marvel came out with a Christmas movie recently. I guess
What's
it's a
that, Gabe?
special.
That's a contender. They did a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. It's actually
I really enjoyed
pretty
it.
good. It's fun.
It's a fun.
Mantis and Drax kidnap Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that's the whole plot line.
That's the whole premise.
That's kind of fun.
It's funny, yeah. And like the song that they sing at the beginning about the aliens trying to understand Christmas, it might be one of my favorite Christmas songs.
What the heck?
It's funny.
It's pretty good.
If you watch it for any other reason, if you watch it for no other reason, watch it for that song.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the very beginning.
And
Let's see
also the Russian cosmonaut dog Cosmo is
Right.
the cutest thing.
Right?
I love her.
It's going to be one of those things like we just have to watch the beginning. After the beginning, if you don't want to watch it, we don't have to watch it anymore.
Yeah, if it starts to lose you, you can turn it off. I don't care. But
Yeah.
watch through the musical number.
You know how many
All right.
people I've sold on that premise to watch Idiocracy?
Well, at
You're
least
both
the
here.
two of us. Yeah. And then Zoe was there, I think, too.
Zoe was there, yes.
I've hit like 20 people with that as like the premise on why to watch the movie. And
Drew was
I've
there,
always
too.
finished it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like your trap with with what do you call them? Red Hots.
Oh, Fireballs.
Fireballs. Yeah. You like here. You want to try this Jawbreaker?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the same thing. Like we're too polite to say no at some point.
Yeah. There was somebody that came in to FedEx one morning. Like, it was just some driver. And he's like, I got a bunch of Jawbreakers if you want one. And everybody has nothing better to do waiting for dispatch. So, like, yeah, I'll take one. And the man makes his way down the whole aisle. And he gets to me at the end. He's like, hey, you want a Jawbreaker? And I can see the word Fireball on it. I look back and there's people dying at the top of the belt where he's already made his rounds.
It's like a trail of tears.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take one. And I put it in. And, like, he keeps looking back at me later on, like, why is he not affected by this? Because my dad has trained me for the last 20 years with the same prank. I am immune to your poison, Dave.
Wow, that has to be like such a rush of satisfaction.
That's gonna be such a flex.
I was one of 3 people on that belt to not have to go get water. Yeah, that's what Christmas is about for me.
What the heck?
It was during Christmas too. I forgot about that. So, like, out of all Christmas things, what would be your favorite Christmas thing?
So I'm still thinking about the movie thing.
Right? That's what I meant to, like, lead back into.
Yeah.
I just forgot what the word movie was.
Because I know when you think Christmas movie, like the first couple that come into my mind are like, you know, White Christmas, the Bing Crosby,
Right.
Holiday Inn,
Okay.
Die Hard.
Of course.
I had to
The
work
greatest Christmas movie, objectively.
I had to work that in there.
I'm glad you did.
But, you know, and I mean, I still enjoy those movies, although Holiday Inn has some problematic scenes.
I don't know what you mean.
I never liked the Abraham scene, even as a kid.
No, I think it's great.
That scene has always made me uncomfortable.
You don't like it? Whenever white people...
The song is fine. The visuals...
Let me get this straight, Luke.
You take a step back.
You don't like it whenever white people color their face to look like black people? You tell me you don't like that.
Shockingly.
All right, so, like, let me step in
I
here.
have a bit of an issue.
My favorite world leader, I'll have you know. Multiple, like 8 times. All right.
Yes.
I don't know where to go with this bit. Talking about Justin Trudeau. That was a good bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, those are good, but I would never call them my favorite.
I have one question before we move on from blackface. Do you think Kanye will ever do that as a statement?
What, blackface?
Do you think the black man will put on blackface just as, like, a bit? Because he's done so many other controversial things.
Yeah, according to Smitty, he just said he liked Hitler.
That's a 20-minute talk, Scott. We're not getting to that.
He actually did. That's not even a Smitty joke. Do you watch Smitty?
No, our fan Smitty.
Oh, okay, sorry, there's a YouTuber
his
called
compilation
Smitty.
of 50 things since the last episode.
Yeah. His honey-do list.
I forgot about Smitty Warbin. I was thinking the YouTuber. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, Kanye actually said that.
Yeah, he's a Nazi support ever people. No, he's still my president, but, like,
I refuse to let this be the third holiday episode where we talk about Kanye.
Hold for Brent Peterson!
All right, I got that one out. So favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, so, you know, those come to my mind, but then you've got more like the classics, you know, like the original Grinch animation.
Okay.
Which is great. As overdone as it is, I still enjoy the Peanuts Christmas.
Okay.
It's fine. But again, I don't think any of them are my favorite. Like, I don't immediately think of them and then go, I gotta watch that, like, right now, which is how I judge something being my favorite. If I think of it and then don't immediately want to put it on, it's either not my favorite or I'm not currently fixated with it.
But what about the Christmas movie Spirited with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds?
I thought you were going to say Shrek the Halls.
Shrek the Halls is great. See, all right, so that can I change my answer?
You said Spirited, and I immediately started thinking of the animated DreamWorks Horse movie, and I was like, what does that have to do with Christmas?
See, my mind went to Spirited Away, and I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, isn't that a Studio Ghibli?
It is.
Okay, or Ghibli, I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
I've heard
of
GIF.
It's GIF.
It's GIF.
Well, what about Die Hard 2?
No, Die Hard 1. All the way.
Does Gremlins count as a Christmas movie?
I guess.
Sure, if Die Hard does.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, it does.
Well, what about...
We're putting our stake in the ground right here and right now. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie.
What about Polar Express?
Oh, The Nightmare Factory.
'Cause that's my dad's favorite movie.
What?
Christmas movie.
Why?
Because it's a great story. Like, animation style, it's a nightmare, but, like, the storyline's pretty
We're
cool.
heading to the other side of the tracks.
What about the story does he like?
Have you read the book?
No.
Neither
The
have I,
novel's
but
about-
I heard it good things.
I wanted to find my Christmas list. I wanted to make sure I got everything on my list, not like I was a stupid pair of underwear.
Luke, you're premising the whole movie on one character's stupid voice, alright? There's more to it than that.
Like what?
Like the rest of the movie! I don't know. I'd have to talk to him about it. I'm not super into Polar Express, but...
I'm not either.
Well, I take that back. The best part of the movie is the fact that the Polar Express train runs on a flux capacitor.
Oh, I didn't. Does it?
It does. It's canonical. It's in the movie. Whenever... You know the scene where the train's like going across the frozen lake and they're sliding back and forth and they have all the super up close shots of like the engineers pulling levers and stuff? There's 20 frames where it's the wrench falling out of the window or whatever. In the background, you can see a flux capacitor powered up, like powering the train.
I'm looking it up. I see that.
It's in the movie. Like, I was baffled after, like, how long's that movie been out?
A while. That was like
Yeah.
2010 or
2004. It's been out for
Holy
18 years. I didn't know that.
That explains how terrifying the animation is.
Yeah. It's early 2000s. I was 4 years old when that movie came out.
I have an answer whenever we get back to the topic. I've come up with an answer. But yes, Polar Express, time travel, confirmed.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that does make me like it a little better, the flux capacitor. But I still don't get why your dad... Why
I have
he
no
would
idea.
say
I
it
think
was
it's
his
just a
favorite.
bit. I'm pretty sure it's just a bit. My mom hates the movie, refuses to watch it.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
So like the guys will go up and watch Polar Express, and that's our non-woman time every year. So that might be why my dad likes it. I don't know, but
Come on, Keith. Get a hold of yourself.
like my mom absolutely. It's like if the out of 10 rating could go negative, that's where she'd be at. But yeah, there's so many Christmas movies to pick from.
There are.
And you
Luke,
may not like my answer.
I probably won't, but that's fine.
As long as it's not Miracle on 34th Street, I'll be okay
Nah.
with it.
What about the other first 233 streets? Do they not get miracles?
No, they don't get. They
Freaking
weren't
the lower
Santa
class.
enough.
Yeah. But so my favorite Christmas movie is an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. All right, go on.
Peter Capaldi's last episode during his run of the show was a Christmas episode, and it was a crossover technically with the first Doctor.
Oh, okay.
They recast a new they cast, I believe is the actor's name is David Bradley Baker. I believe that's his name.
D. Bradley Baker is Perry the Platypus. No, he is.
Yeah.
Was that actual alias that he used?
D. Bradley Baker. He
Or the
voices.
guy who voiced. Oh,
Yeah, he
then maybe,
voices
okay,
Perry.
hang on. Let me look. For non-British fans, he's the guy that played Mr. Filch in the Harry Potter movies.
Same guy that was in
Oh,
Santa
yeah.
Paws 2.
Was he in?
Oh, I have my favorite now.
I like that Luke took a moment to have to think about it. Meanwhile, meaning that he's seen Santa Paws 2 enough to be familiar with the cast to an extent.
Have you seen Santa Paws 2, Luke?
I have not.
All right.
I don't
David
believe you.
Bradley. I was close.
Oh, of course. What would I know him
was-
from?
Well, besides Mr. Filch in Harry Potter. How is this? Oh, this upsets me. I just went to the cast. It vexes me. I just went to the. I'm looking at the episode overview, and the cast is down here, and Peter Capaldi isn't on the main cast list, and Jenna Coleman, who isn't even in the episode, is.
Yeah.
Who compiled this?
Was she the cute one?
Oh, there he is. There he is. You have to freaking hit more to find the star of the episode. And yes, Jenna Coleman is one of the cute companions.
She certainly is.
I really wish somebody.
Oh, that's right, because she's in like the one episode I showed you.
I really want somebody to go back and recompile all the Will Ferrell movies to have him in the read more section. I think that'd be great.
But the episode in question, it's the Doctor is he dies technically in the previous episode, and he's beginning his regeneration cycle, but he doesn't want to regenerate because in lore of Doctor Who, when a Time Lord regenerates, their whole appearance and personality changes. That's how they've justified recasting the same character for 50 plus years. As a framing device, it's honestly pretty genius.
Okay.
But what makes the episode a Christmas episode, besides the fact that it was aired on Christmas, is one of the major events that you see in the show, in the episode, is the Christmas truce of 1941.
Oh.
Where
okay.
Yeah, where it was the American army, and who were they fighting at that point? Was that the German army?
Probably.
Was it Germany?
Well, let's see, 41. Well, America wasn't. Are you sure this is World War II? Or
I said it was World War One.
World War One is the more famous one, so that would have been. I think that was British and German.
Hang on, who took part in the Christmas truce?
Either way.
there was several all along the French.
Yeah.
The French line.
British and German troops.
Yeah. Okay.
Roughly 100,000 British and German troops were involved in the informal cessations of hostility along the Western Front. So basically, this was part of just this massive campaign and just a huge battle during World War I. And at one point, it was around Christmas, and the leaders of both armies arranged or agreed to a temporary ceasefire so that they could like clean up recover their dead, and just basically have a brief break from just all the destruction and death. And during the course of the ceasefire, members of both armies started talking to each other and basically learning more and more about each other and like actually getting along, to the point where they a soccer game broke out on the battlefield, and both sets of soldiers just engaged in camaraderie, and they were singing Christmas carols.
Yes. And
it got to the point where when the ceasefire ended and both sides returned to their ranks, neither side would begin firing. And I think it took a major command from higher ups for the battle to even resume, because neither side wanted to kill the people they befriended.
Right. It's a very beautiful, sad story.
And they portray the beginning of it in this Doctor Who episode, and it's a very well done scene, and I think it's a well done episode.
I don't know much about Doctor Who other than what you told me, but it seems like a weird show to have that story in it.
They can do serious, as much as they do the weird alien stuff and just the moon being an egg and dumb crap like that.
All right, that's not dumb. That's
there's
real.
even an episode where they what'd you say?
Not dumb, it's real.
Well,
that's Raekwon's seed.
There is an episode where they don't even imply, they straight up say that Robin Hood was a real person.
Was he not? A long
Anyway,
silence after that statement.
as admittedly weird and sometimes dumb as Doctor Who can be, there are genuinely very good and very serious episodes.
Hang on, go back. So the guy from Shrek that like almost that tries to kidnap Fiona, is it real?
Peter Dinkles? What's his name? Lord Farquaad.
No, not Farquaad. Robin Hood's in the first Shrek movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he's got the
merry
whole
band
musical
of
number.
men. Yeah.
Yeah, who was French
He
in that
successfully steals the princess until she says no and knocks him out.
one. Right, he didn't get consent.
Yeah. It was ahead of it. It's a 2001 movie. It's ahead of its time. What are we talking about?
Christmas movies?
Oh, yes, Shrek. I really enjoyed it.
My favorite Christmas movie isn't even a movie.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
that's
I mean, that sounds like it would be a good one.
Yeah, Scott, what would
Okay.
I
would you
own it.
put
If
down?
you ever wanted to give that another shot, that's an episode I would recommend.
Okay.
If you wanted, it's like
Yeah.
not yeah.
Okay.
That's not even born out of any desperate desire to make you really like the show as much as I do. That's just a general. I think it's a good episode, and you might enjoy it.
All right, I appreciate it. Mine, hands down, is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
To me, it is it has the strongest message out of all of the Christmas movies I've ever seen. It's the most realistic too. Like, what other Christmas movie has a man about to commit suicide in it? So
Yeah.
because
Deadpool.
it's so sad and
Right.
dark, I can appreciate it because there's something real about it. Then it's not just the Santa and
Yeah.
whatever other garbage that I don't care for.
Just a literal angel.
Well, yeah. So there. I mean that is a weird part of it. Like, apparently in this mythology, God and the angels are different galaxies throughout the cosmos, and they like flicker whenever they talk to each other.
And move, probably disrupting the ecosystem of an entire solar system.
Man, the tide is high today.
Oh, yes, Michael rolled over in bed today. There's a tsunami to prove it.
Does that imply that you know what? Actual lore potential there. What if Lucifer was the meteor that destroyed the dinosaurs?
Well,
That makes him even more of a villain. I wanted to see a Triceratops.
I wanted to ride a T-Rex while eating McDonald's.
But yeah,
Please, if dinosaurs existed today, the T-Rex would be the hamburger.
Right? We wouldn't have so much of a food shot not lengthening.
I don't care for many lizards to eat.
Oh? You don't like sliver food? Slither food? Dang it!
No. Which apparently it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, Bear Grylls came out and like talked about like the taste of snake. I kind of want to try it just to like. It's like all it
Wouldn't
is
that be a
just
weird Christmas
donuts.
I
dish?
mean, gator jerky is actually surprisingly pretty good. So I don't know. Lizard.
Yeah, I've had gator jerky. It just tastes like, I don't know, a more
It's
Louisiana
decent. It's
version
not
of beef.
terrific.
Yeah. There is an outlet up in Grove City that has, it's just like a beef jerky outlet that has like,
Yeah, that's where I got it.
yeah, that's where I got mine. All right, so we mellow in the same.
It's almost like we live in the same area.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. You like money too? Sometimes.
No.
Yeah, but anyway, It's a Wonderful Life. I think I've not seen a lot of Jimmy Stewart performances, but it's by far the best one I've seen of him. He's just so good in the role. You just feel for him the whole way through the movie. I feel like a lot of men in particular can relate to the way he's feeling, just trapped in a small town.
Oh yeah.
Just stuck dealing with the things he inherited from his family. I don't know. I just really appreciate everything that that movie offers, and it is my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah. My only real criticism of that movie is there's not a scene where they all go brutally beat on Mr. Potter.
Well, that wouldn't be very
Oh,
Christmassy of them.
I
I mean,
all things considered, I feel like I've never seen this movie. I'm gonna put that one out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you'd like it.
Hey, looking at it, I don't know if I would like.
Yeah, because you really didn't grow up with many black and white movies, did you?
Not a whole. I think the only like black and white, because my mom hated black. So we didn't have much other than like the Three Stooges, but even that we had little of.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got It's a Wonderful Life, Doctor Who, Christmas episode, and then Elf.
Well, Elf is probably my top 5. Number 2 is Die Hard for me. Number 3 would probably...
Is that a bit, or are you gonna double down on this?
What do you mean? I love Die Hard.
All right.
It's a great movie. Do you not love Die Hard?
I mean, I wouldn't die hard for it, but like...
You don't like Die Hard? Gabe!
Well, like, they didn't have what I look for most in movies.
Which is what?
Well, let me put you in a scenario real quick.
Hold on, Gabe. Hold on.
All right, apparently I'm not allowed to go into the next segment of the show.
We didn't even talk about why you hate ham.
Oh yeah, I hate ham. All right, so hang on. So like it's so chewy. Like the flavor is so bland. Like the best part of ham is like the skin. Who eats just the skin of an apple and says, "Yep, that was great"? Like I don't understand why everybody likes ham so much. It's gross. You have like 3 applications and all of them are on sandwiches. Like I hate ham. I hate bacon. Pepperoni's fine. If you put it on I just can't do it. It's just a horrible main meat group. So Scott, I'm gonna put you in a scenario.
Oh, hold up a minute. Glossing over the fact that you included bacon in that, which I think should be the death penalty.
All right, bacon's too fatty. I just can't. I don't like the grease behind it.
You don't like bacon?
No, it makes me nauseous when I eat it. I don't know why.
Are you a communist?
A little bit. Wait, no, I'm not allowed to say that. I'll get banned. I don't want to end up like Kanye. No.
Any blood that time?
A lot. I hate ham.
Okay, so here's my defense of ham.
It won't work.
First of all,
Gentleman Luke will rebuttal.
First of all, if you're having ham that's dry, you've not cooked it right. Any ham that's dry has not been allowed to marinate in its own juices. It's not been allowed to take in any whatever sauce may have you to put on, although I don't really put sauce on ham. I just allow its own kind of
like flavor profile to persist.
Exactly. Yeah, I've maybe put barbecue sauce on a cooked ham, like, and not even like put it directly on. Like it's been cooked and marinated with the barbecue sauce.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I'll have that, but for the most part, if it's too dry, then you've probably cooked it just a little too long. So that's one thing. Second, my defense of ham is that it doesn't have to be hot, or like, it's not one of those meats that like if you don't put it in the oven or if you don't like heat it up, it's just bad. Like that's kind of my problem with chicken, is that if you're not eating chicken hot, then unless it's on a sandwich, it's probably not good.
I'd agree with that.
And I kind of even that's also my problem with like turkey, although like we talked about in the Thanksgiving one, I have so many more problems with turkey than just that.
Well, I was going to bring up everything you just argued for with ham could be applied to turkey.
Yeah, but we're not talking about turkey.
See,
You had your chance.
But I disagree. I disagree because with turkey, it doesn't matter if you cook it perfectly or if like you leave it a little. It is always dry.
No, that's not true.
I have never had a juicy turkey before.
Maybe
Turkey.
Gabe has never had a juicy ham,
I have not.
which sounds anyway.
Okay. All right. I
Don't lament on that one, Scott.
I accept the submission from Chairman Scott.
All right.
Yeah, well, that was a non sequitur. Anyway, continue with the ham defense.
Yes. But yeah, I don't think ham tastes good to me, whether it's heated up or whether it's just a cold cut.
Okay.
You brought up the skin. I actually don't often eat ham with the skin.
I don't either.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, whatever came to mind, that's what I'm going with.
That did seem like a very stream of consciousness rant you just went on.
It felt to me like it had been brewing ever since Thanksgiving.
For a whole almost month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had another like 2 sentences I could have gotten out if I didn't start coughing. But it was mostly just like, just furtheration of the stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's a few applications where like ham is good to me, but ham on its own, I don't feel like I'll ever like.
I very rarely eat ham in like a scenario where it's not just on its own. I love the flavor of ham. And like there's so many different types of ways you can have the ham. Like you can have like hickory smoked or honey glazed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where you don't get that variety from a lot of other meats.
All right, Scott, I'm gonna need you to lean in a little bit. Ban him, get him out of here.
Hey, what's up, man?
I don't ever want to see him again. Get him out of here. Ban him from the Discord. Do it right now. I
Ban
don't have
from
power
Discord?
here.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Hang on. Alt F4.
I'm gonna lose this argument. I can't handle it. What do you mean Alt F4? What? You kicking yourself out of this? You don't want to be part of this conversation?
I don't know much about computers, man. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, what are you talking about?
Oh,
Look out!
Get him out of here! Get him out of here! He's gotta go!
I don't know. Like I like a good ham and cheese sandwich is like S tier food for me. But like ham on its own, if it's not cut thin enough, I don't think it cooks quite right. And that's the only way I've had it, because my grandma and my mom both cook ham the same way, because one raised the other, and I hate both of their ways of preparing ham.
Well, we know how you feel about your grandma's cookies.
That is fair. That I will definitely say that thinner ham that can affect the flavor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that much is true for every meat. Like, if you cut it too thick, you're not going to cook the inside of it, unless you sear the edges. Unless you smoke it, and even then.
Yeah, but smoking is so precise.
It's such an art.
That's a science.
I wanna get into smoking meat.
And I failed science.
I did a lot too, but I feel like this is a science I could like dedicate myself to, because the outcome is good. Like it sounds delicious. Like this is.
Have you guys ever had smoked combos?
No.
They're so good.
Like the pretzel snacks?
Yes.
Interesting.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Well, our Pastor Dave gave our work some, and they're so good. They're just like mixed in with M&Ms and chocolate and other pretzels.
Oh, wow.
And it is. I ate them all.
I mean, they sound like one of those snacks that, like, after you have a few, like, you can just kind of keep downing them.
They're like Pringles. You can't have just one.
Eat them by the sleeves, like they're Oreos.
Right,
like,
by the ream.
Do you guys? All right. So, real question: do you guys eat your Pringles with or without the shell?
I think I know why you're coughing up blood.
That might be somehow the most cursed thing you've ever said, Gabe.
Like, you know how Oreos, you can like take them apart, like eat the inside, and then eat like just the cookie part. If you're about that,
I've never done that, but I know you can.
do you guys do that with Pringles?
Yeah. Often,
Wow, you're weird.
often I just eat the insides.
Oh, are you thinking I'm eating the can? No, I'm not talking about the can at all.
What are you talking about
Well, then
then?
what are you talking about?
Well, do you guys eat Pringles with or without the shell?
They're chips.
All right, but would you rather? Now, if I go under that spiel of games or no games, Scott will
Gabe will-
actually.
Yeah.
Don't,
Oh, yeah.
Kill
no,
himself.
no.
Oh yeah, hey Scott, don't worry. He stole that joke.
Oh yeah, I totally did.
You did?
Yeah.
From
Yes,
who?
he did.
From
It's
the
a
chuckle
chase slat
sandwich.
bit.
From I heard two different things. Where?
It's from the Chuckle Sandwich. It's another podcast that you guys should go listen to. Pretty good. It's Jay Schlatt and Ted Nifison. They used to have Slimesicle on as the third man, but Slimesicle wanted to go do more D&D stuff, so that's where he went.
I tried that bit on one of my other friend groups, and my one knew exactly where I was going with it.
It's so funny whenever you have
and he
someone else
ruined the
in on
bit.
the joke for you.
But he wasn't in on it. He called it
Oh
out.
my
He didn't.
gosh, what a
he
lame
ruined the bit.
guy!
He's not a friend. He is
You
not
gotta-
a friend.
You gotta get in on the bit and double down on the other person that doesn't know the bit. Because like then you could just have an ever-ending loop of just reinstating the same question over and over into madness. And it's a question just made to inflict pain. That's all it is. But yeah, I feel like
Speaking of pain,
did we encapsulate ham enough? Do you think people will be satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied.
All right.
I think.
I don't like ham. Luke's like ham.
We had the outburst.
Yeah.
We've had the most visceral rant of the PoDumb.
Yeah, I
Which is
can't.
amazing that it didn't come from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So do we want to do, or so we have two options in front of us. Do you want me to just do wine or cheese, or do you want to like do wine or cheese like we did in the wine or cheese only segments that went up on the episode? If you haven't, if you guys listening on like Spotify, Amazon Music, look to the YouTube channel, click on videos. We've done a few wine or cheese only bits. You guys should definitely go listen to.
We've got some exclusives. Get them now before we start a Patreon and start charging for them.
Exactly.
I
money.
personally think they might be the funniest wine or cheese bits we've done. Maybe. Well, see, I've definitely
Well,
laughed
I
the
think
hardest
one
at
of them is.
I
Yeah.
wasn't super
Oh,
into.
it's pretty good.
I like the IKEA bit because there's referenceable moments, but I like the storyline. Perfect sandwich.
Yeah.
The Perfect Sandwich still had some good references.
Oh, yeah, they had some great referenceable moments. But just the hee from IKEA, and on the spot, like I'm gonna pat myself on the back a couple about that. Yeah. Do we want to roll to figure out the storyline, or do you just want to like?
I think I like that more, but I don't know. I don't know that I want to lose the other way of doing it either. So I'm torn.
I say we roll.
All right, let's roll.
We can flip flop
Alright.
between episodes. I don't care.
So the way wine or cheese will work in this episode is that let's see. Luke will go first. He will roll, and we'll have to. Let's say. Do you have a 6-sided die, Luke?
I have every kind of sided die.
Okay.
All right, just use
So-
the 3-sided one then.
Gabe.
What?
You made that joke last time.
Yeah,
So
no, it's still funny.
So 1 or 2 will be character, 3 or 4 will be the setting, and then 5 and 6 will be the goal of the story / the goal of the character. I don't know how else to do it.
The aspiration.
The overall desire, yes. And so Luke will roll first, and depending on his roll, that will determine what he gets to pick. And then if he rolls for character, he gets to play the main character that he chooses.
Is it 1 or 2 as character?
1 and 2 was character, 3 and 4 is setting, and 5 and 6 is the goal.
The end goal.
The end goal.
The overarching theme, some might say.
I would say that.
All right, so Luke, you got a D6?
I do. All right. 1.
Okay, so you get the character.
All right.
All right, Scott, do you want to roll? I kind of direct the story anyway, so I feel like I can just do whatever.
You don't want to.
You want to roll, or you want me to roll?
All right, well, I can roll. So I'm rolling for what you pick, yes? Because you get to pick the setting, or you might get to pick the end goal.
Yeah. I don't care what I get.
All right. That was a 1. That was a 1.
Jimmy Neutron and Goddard. We're going with this now.
That was that was a 4. So you get to
Right.
pick the setting, and then so I get the end goal. So Luke, reveal the character.
Santa Claus.
Of course.
The
So Gabe,
Sahara
what is
Desert.
Well, the obvious goal would be to get home, but that's too obvious. So he's trying to find his lost Donner.
Alright. I gotta look up things about the Sahara Desert that I can use.
Yeah, you might have screwed yourself there.
Alright, Luke, you're Santa Claus. You've crashed your sleigh into the Sahara Desert. Nobody believes in Christmas around there. Because there's just nobody there.
There's no snow. How do they know it's real?
Yeah, exactly. Whenever they're hoping for a white Christmas, it's not snow they're talking about. So there you
What?
are, middle of desert.
Is that a cocaine reference?
I think it is. I don't. Is cocaine? Whatever. So you're in the middle of the desert. You've crashed your sleigh. Some of your reindeer, one of your reindeer, a couple of your reindeer, one reindeer has gotten off its leash, and you notice the sun beating down on you more than anything. You're an overweight man. You're quite jolly, as some might say. So you got to go track down your missing deer to get out of here, because nobody believes in Christmas around you. So you see tracks going off to the eastern side. Get up, you go follow. And you get to the tracks lead you to an oasis. Oh no! Hang on, I gotta
What happened?
I think he's dying.
Ooh,
Oh god, it hurts.
Gabriel, go to the doctor.
I think we may need to stop the episode so Gabe can go to the hospital.
Gabriel, get your family to take you to the hospital. Don't be dumb.
Oh man, my eye.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, we're not stopping the episode.
We should though.
I think we should.
No. We're gonna get through this as a family. That's what Christmas is all about.
All right. Well, only if you promise to go to the hospital after we're done.
Oh, burns. So you're Santa in the Sahara Desert. You're at an oasis. You see your reindeer. You see the reindeer. It's stuck in a tree. How are you gonna get him out of the tree? Oh, my nose.
So Luke, thinking at a time like this, I'm sure is quite easy for you.
Yeah,
How are you gonna get Donner out of the tree?
How you gonna do it?
Well, I pull out a saw. By the way, this is a universe where Santa Claus is Christopher Walken.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
That's not the voice. That's not the voice.
No, I'm not doing that. Well, I pull out my bag of presents and I look through and I find a saw. Because
You find a
somebody
saw.
I find some good little woodworker child asked for a saw for Christmas. So I saw down the tree. He
Saw
can fly,
down-
he'll be fine.
He's on. All right. So the way I had this envisioned.
I thought
was-
you said he was in the tree.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm remembering details that already contradict what I was about to say.
Yeah, being delirious from blood loss, it probably does that to a person.
Well, like This episode's great.
Gabriel.
Oh man, my nose popped at it. Like, all right, so he cut down the tree. Do we want to start this over?
If we stop, you're going to the hospital. Because I'm going to get off.
Seriously.
No, we're all right, so you cut down the tree. Oh gosh. Cut down the tree. All right, so you cut down the tree. Hang on. Cut the tree down with said saw. Doesn't land on the deer. Doesn't land on the reindeer.
Yeah, because he's in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it doesn't crush him, is what I'm trying to say. And so, you go over, you take its pulse, it's still alive. Yeah, how you just want to, like, sling it over your shoulder? You want to, like, try to drag it out? You want to...
Well, is he unconscious?
Yeah. It just fell from a tree. Essentially.
Was he unconscious before?
A little bit.
Well, then, yeah, I sling him over my shoulder and I carry him back to the sleigh.
All right, so on your way out, this woman stops you. She's shouting at you. Santa's multilingual, right? Like, would he be able to understand this woman?
Yeah.
He delivers to every child in the world.
That doesn't mean he talks to everybody in the world.
Well, Are we going with?
They are all asleep.
Are we going with the assumption that nobody in the Sahara Desert celebrates Christmas?
Sure.
Then no,
Do
they
they?
didn't speak their language.
All right.
Santa only visits the Christian families.
Yeah, exactly.
People who celebrate Christmas, whoever those are.
Yeah,
Whoever those are. Christmas. Did you know that Christmas time is one word? Crazy.
Anything can be one word if you just like cram all the letters together.
No, it like has its own definition and its own meaning. Christmas time. One word. It means the time around Christmas. Who would have guessed it? So it's Christmas time. This woman stops you. She's shouting at you. Some of it's uncoherent because of how angry she is. Outside of the few words that you can make out are what are you doing? Why are you here? Who are you? All of these conjectures piled on top of the reindeer that's on your shoulder, which you think is a reindeer. As you look around, you start to see some houses. Yeah, like how would you answer this woman asking you?
I'm not sure where you're going with. Has Santa been like delusional?
I mean, he did wreck pretty hard.
Is he actually in suburbia somewhere in Chicago?
Oh, there's this woman shouting at you. How do you deal with it?
First I take a look at the thing slung over my shoulder and double check it's a reindeer.
Yeah, it's still. Give me a roll, D20.
5.
It's still a reindeer.
Okay. Does it have any collar on it that would identify it as one of Santa's reindeer?
I mean, it has like a brown collar on it, like a little. Wait, no. Hang on. Got an idea. It has a teal collar on, a little badge on it.
What does the badge say?
It has the letters S and D on it.
S&D, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I doubt anybody does.
If I'm in Santa Paws.
So this woman's still shouting.
God be my witness, Gabe. So you got this thing over your shoulder.
with a teal collar on it with an S and a D on it. This woman's shouting at you, asking what you're doing, why are you here, who even are you, and where are you from? Where have you? Why are you here?
I turn so that the reindeer's rear legs are facing her, and I scratch the reindeer where I know it will cause him to kick.
So, she's like 7-8 feet away from you. She's not like up in your grill or anything.
Oh, then I run.
Okay. So you start running the direction that you came. She starts after you. You get towards like the outskirts of the oasis, and
Which is surrounded by buildings, apparently.
I don't know, you just you can't find like the direction you came. There's just buildings everywhere.
Were there buildings everywhere when I came through?
No, it's just clear cut path.
Well, then I go to where there aren't any buildings, because logically that's where the sleigh is.
I mean, you look around, you just can't seem to find the path that you took to get in. You're in a rush. So there's people chasing you now.
People?
Yeah, multiple people now. Like maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10, chasing after you.
This is gonna be the Indiana Jones thing. I just keep running.
Yeah, so you run down a few of the streets. You make it down one alleyway, and like in comedic fashion, like the people just run past the alleyway that you just dipped into. You got a second to breathe. The smell of pollution is starting to aromiate in the air. You can smell it. Start to collect your surrounding. Yeah, you make it down through one of the streets. There's a few houses down the alleyway. You want to go in any of the houses?
What do the houses look like?
I mean, it's just. Well, I mean, you're in the desert, so they're like. Think of like Jericho from the Bible. Like the houses are built into the wall, kind of thing.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So I'm in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, kind of like that. A few of them have signs out front. Like one's a fortune teller, one's just market. The other one's
fortune
labeled.
Teller.
All right, so you go into the fortune teller.
Wait, what was the third one labeled?
It's math.
Okay, yeah, I go into the fortune teller.
All right, so you go into the fortune teller. With whatever animal is around your neck, you sit down across from the lady. He's like, I've foreseen your coming here. Do you have any money? He like points up at the sign and says $20 a reading, or $5 a palm reading.
This is Lucy from the Peanuts all grown up.
So you go. How do you want a crystal ball reading?
Well, first things first, I'm going to put the reindeer down and put my glasses on and take another look at this thing.
It is in fact a woman across the table from you.
At the reindeer.
So give me a check.
With advantage, because now I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, okay, hang on. I jostled something. That was almost a nat 20. 17.
All right, so you look back at what was around your neck, and looks more and more like a dog. It's so strange.
I'm getting off.
It's still like pretty. I mean, it's almost the same size as your reindeer. So it's an honest mistake. Anybody could have made it. And so you're at the fortune teller. You have Scooby-Doo behind you. So what do you tell the fortune teller?
This is actually Scooby-Doo.
What do you tell the fortune teller?
There's been a horrible mistake. I seem to have somebody's large, I'm assuming dog?
Yes, well, yes, it seems you do. Is that not yours? You wouldn't have stolen it, would have you? Would have you?
It was up in a tree, and I just crashed here with all of my reindeer. I didn't think there could be anything else up in a tree.
Reindeer? You crashed here?
Yes.
They don't know the Santa myth.
How do you get reindeer all the way down here? Was it an African sparrow that interesting. Well, they fly.
I am from a land far away, a land full of magic, where things like that are very normal.
Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to... I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. He, sprints into the back room.
And as soon as she's gone, I run.
With or without Scooby-Doo?
I'm not taking Scooby-Doo with me. This is stupid.
Oh, yes, you are.
All right. Well, if that's how you want to do it, whatever. So you go back out into the street. You can hear faint screaming off to your right. So do you want to go towards the screaming, or you want to go the opposite direction?
Toward the screaming. Why not?
So you go towards the screaming. You run down the rest of the alleyway, and out in the street you can see a congregation around something in the street. You know, you can just hear you can hear cheering. It's a bunch of 50, 60 people cheering. And some guy slightly out of breath.
Yeah, well, all right.
So you want to meander your way to the front, or you just want to avoid it altogether?
Wait, say again. Sorry.
You want to meander your way to the front to see what they're all about, or you want to find a vantage point on a building, or you just want to go the other way?
I'll get a little closer, trying my best to stay hidden.
All right, so you kind of slink your way through. You're shorter than average man compared to these people. You kind of slink your way through. You can make it through pretty easily. You get to the front, and you can make out two people in the middle of the ring. They're commenced in what is known as combat. One man older, about 70 years old. One man about mid-30s. A little bit taller than the older man. Older man's winning, crazy enough. You know, he's dipping, he's diving, he's dodging. If you can dodge a brick, you can dodge a ball, kind of thing. And so, the old man, eventually, after 5 minutes of fighting, he ends up taking out the 6'4" man, the younger man, and he looks into the crowd. And
describe the younger man.
The younger man, well, he's 6'4". He's pretty good. He's well built. He has a badge on his chest that says police.
Okay, all right.
Not where I thought you were going.
So
yeah.
So the older man, he looks up at the crowd. He's like, "Is that it? Is there not another challenger to come and face me?" And he looks around the crowd, points at you. You look like you're not around from this place, from here. You're not from here, are you?
Ooh, what a good taunt.
You're a traveler.
Describe. What does this man look like?
He's got flowing white hair, beard. I don't know. He's just an older man. He's a few inches shorter than you.
I stare at him and I squint my eyes and I say, Bad-to Claus, my arch nemesis.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. The crowd pushes you out.
The only person I ever knew who never once made it onto the nice list.
Oh. I don't know how you do that.
You never got the laugh right either.
Shut up. It seems you've lost something. And he points behind him, and the crowd separates, and in a cage there's your reindeer. Well, funny how the tables turn about whenever they happen. and like he puts his hands up into a fighting stance, and he says, "If you want him, you're gonna have to go ho and beat me. You're gonna have to fight me for it. What I'm trying to say, we go fisticuffs, and if you beat, you can have him. But like, if I win, you no more games.
Gabriel.
No bacon either." So,
Well then, and I roll up my sleeves. Time to deck some halls.
Very nice.
you always were a punny man. Ho ho ha ha hoo.
I love that he can't do the laugh.
Yeah. What do you have like a tactic you want to use to like fight this man?
As he comes at me, I reach down, scoop up some sand, and throw it in his eyes.
Why are you doing? Oh, come on, man!
As soon as he's blinded, I run over and try to break Donner out of the cage.
Unfair! He's a thief! He's taking what's rightfully mine! Oh, oh, it burns! It's rough and coarse and it's everywhere in my eye! Oh, So you get to the cage, you like try to open it, you jostle it a little bit, you give it a little rumble check. It's locked. There's a lock on it.
Well, good thing I'm Santa Claus and have a long history of breaking into people's houses, and I'm therefore an expert lockpicker.
You like glance back, and he's like, "Ho ho ho! Yee, I got. You're looking for these." You see how I made that rhyme? He holds up a ring with nothing on it, because you can't see.
What?
Okay. Wait. Okay, well, if there's nothing on them, then I reach in and pick the lock.
Hang on, no, wait, hang on. He rummages around in his pocket. He pulls out like a little ring with some keys on it. Like, you're looking for this?
And I go, no, those aren't my keys. And I pull out the hairpins I use to pick locks, because that's how lock picking works.
Wait, no, wait. Hang on, let me think. Is your refrigerator running? No, wait, no.
I live in the North Pole. I don't need a
Yeah,
refrigerator.
I forgot
you
about
idiot.
that. Hang on. Wait, do you...
Didn't he want to fight like 2 seconds ago?
Well, he can't see, so he's just trying anything in his power to not let this happen. No, wait. What was...
I'm lock picking. I'm picking the lock.
Did you... roll like a d20. Did you, like, have, like, a brother when you were younger? I'm trying to... I see your future. You're
Gabe.
lying on the floor
Gabe.
crying after I beat you in this fist fight.
Gabe.
What?
Gabe. Nat 20.
Oh, no. So,
I'll
like,
send you a picture if you want.
the crowd is not, like, doing anything. They're not cheering. They're not laughing. They're watching this happen. Most of them are uncomfortable. So... The man's like, no, please, this is all I have, please. And he like opens his eyes. You're already gone with the deer. And all I wanted, like he feels like a hand grab. He kicks the 6'4" man in the face. All I wanted in life was a little appreciation. We cut back to you, like leaving town with Donner. You're riding Donner out of town.
I assume so.
Whenever Can I kill Santa? Is that like feasibly something I'm allowed to do on a Christmas episode?
I forgot that was possible. Yeah, you can kill Santa.
All right, so lightning out of the sky
No.
strikes the ground. Doesn't hit Santa. Doesn't hit Santa.
Oh, okay. All right.
There standing is an all blue figure just beaming with light and a pet rabbit. You wanna like talk to this guy? You wanna like go back and try to like on another route back to your sleigh?
A pet rabbit.
Pet rabbit. Luke's trying to like dissect what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, we both are.
I Is this like Jack Frost and the Easter Bunny? Like,
There's also a baby on the blue man's like shoulder.
I approach cautiously.
Mr. Claus. Been looking for you. I feel that you and me, well, I feel like we could come to an agreement of sorts. The rabbit goes, yeah, come to an agreement of sorts. Like,
Oh, I immediately don't like you.
well, you don't have to.
I say to the rabbit.
What do you mean? Like, he tries to like start running at you, but like the blue guy just like puts his foot out, like, come on now, don't be like that. You don't have to like everybody, right, Mr. Rabbit? I want to cut out his eyes and put him on a keychain. Calm down now, little rabbit. You're not even a foot tall. I don't care, man.
What the heck?
I'm gonna cut off his toes. Calm down now. Cut off his toes is a very extreme thing to say to Mr. Claus here. And the baby on the shoulder, just kind of like it's a baby. It can't talk. It's just nothing special. It's got a rattle.
That's my participation.
There's a beatboxer behind him as well. So come on now, Mr. Rabbit. Like we can settle this up. So, Mr. Claus, it appears that you found something you may find interesting. Well, you see, your vehicle that you just kind of left in the middle of the street. We decided to it's ours now.
Well, yes, you see, the thing about that was I left before I was consulted on what my first course of action was, so...
Well, you see, all of us make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Yours just happened to cost you your ride. And, he dangles the keys in front of you. Guess where I found them?
Oh, yes, the keys to my reindeer-drawn sleigh.
Yeah.
With an open top.
Yeah. Convertible, even. Well, it looks like you won't be able to get in your sleigh without these.
You have me at a disadvantage, sir. You clearly know my name. Who are you?
Well, funny that you don't remember me, but I'll clarify. What's my name? My name. Well, I haven't had to say this name in quite some time. My name is Yukon Cornelius.
What does that have to do with a rabbit?
And well, I feel like your reign of tyranny is you've grown old man.
He's got a baby on his shoulder?
I don't know any other way to
Did you ever watch Rudolph?
But I feel like your time has come and passed. It's time for a new reign to begin. Ho ho ho. You're he's still holding the rabbit back. I'm gonna kill him! I wanna kill him! My holiday never gets any attention! Everybody loves Christmas!
So it is the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
So what, the baby is the new year?
Yeah.
Is that what this is? Okay. Why is Yukon Cornelius a random non-mythological figure teamed up with two holiday icons?
Well, to break character. He wants to be Santa.
You had no idea who that character was going to be, did you?
He's next to, no, he's Santa's son. He wants to be Santa. You don't know your Rudolph mythology?
I missed that detail.
Yeah, he's Santa's son. That's canonical in the Rudolph story.
It's not.
It's not.
It is though. Look it up.
Oh, you know what? I actually will.
I'm right. You can't beat me in my universe. Yeah, you can't beat him in his universe. I'm pretty sure he actually. I'm like 95% sure.
That's a fan theory.
All right, so Yukon
yeah,
didn't.
r/fan. First result is r/fan theories. Yukon Cornelius is Santa Claus's lost child.
Yeah, it is.
Well, whatever.
Who
This is
else would
white or
it be?
cheese. So that's what he is in this.
Okay, okay.
Come on, man! What are you gonna do? So Yukon there with baby New Year on his shoulder. There's only one way out of this situation, Mr. I guess Dad.
Mr. Dad.
I don't. What should I call you? I don't. No, I don't respect you. I don't respect you at all. You're a thorn in my side. Ho ho ho. And so he pulls his pickaxe out. Mr. Rabbit, stop! This is a me fight. I brought you for like support. Like if I start losing, then you go in. Ah, all right, fine. I guess I'll wait over here then. Mr. Claus Jr. puts down Baby New Year with the rabbit. So how'd you find him? You hear his. Good talk. Yeah. Yes. Well. Yeah. So Mr. Cornelius starts walking at you with the with the pickaxe.
I get off of Donner.
Oh, you're gonna fight him like a man.
Son, you need to understand. You can't be the next Claus because you don't truly understand the spirit of Christmas.
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong. See, every day I help my grandfather renovate his house, and all the leftover parts we keep. Like if it's a toilet or something, we keep that, and we go out in the back and we blow it up with dinner. Right? And I feel it's you who has lost the true Christmas spirit.
Please enlighten me, Gabe. Who is Santa Claus's father?
God, I don't know.
What the heck?
Saint
Does that mean
Nicholas.
Santa Claus is Jesus?
I don't know. Apparently, according to Google, it's Saint Nicholas.
Santa Christ.
Santa Christ, we all love Santa Christ.
So, Yukon Cornelius and Saint Nicholas would go out every Christmas and blow up old renovation parts from his house. That's the true meaning of Christmas. It's not I who has lost the true Christmas spirit. I feel it is you, Mr. Phony.
Wow, what a zinger. Listen, son.
Don't you diss him! I'm gonna kill you if you would let me.
What is the Easter Bunny Latino?
I don't know, man. I was just looking for an aggressive voice, and that's what came out.
Yeah, you're gonna take all my eggs, man. Get down.
Son, your perception of Christmas has been tainted by violence and destruction.
Says you.
Well, you've got me there, but I mean...
Enough talk, let's walk. And he starts walking at you.
Christmas is a holiday about life and love and the togetherness of friends and
He
family.
hits you in the side of the head with a pickaxe. Not the sharp side, because he doesn't want to actually kill you.
Okay. I recover, take another handful of sand and throw it in his eyes.
What? Oh, we're in the desert! Oh, it hurts!
I love how he just announces where they are.
Mostly because I forgot where we were. He rolled a 1. He accidentally falls on his own pickaxe and knocks himself out.
Gosh.
I can't believe... what do we do now? And he looks to Baby New Year's. Scott, you want to do your line? No, it's not New Year's yet. Calm down. It's like middle of August, man.
Then what was Santa outside?
I don't know, man. So like, having Yukon Cornelius unconscious in the sand, up on the hilltop, click, 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 some apples. Thought about that one right on the spot. Up on the hilltop, you see your sled.
I reach down and pickpocket the keys that I apparently need off of Yukon Cornelius.
All right. You obtained the keys.
And I also take the pickaxe in case he wakes up.
Okay.
And I tell Donner, go, join the others.
Donner, like, runs up the hill and, like, kind of like, he latches himself in. He's a reindeer. He knows what's up. He's been doing this for years now.
Alright,
and there you are,
sorry.
with the Easter Bunny, Baby New Year, and unconscious your son.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the Baby New Year and start to take him to the sled, but before I leave, I turn to the Easter Bunny and I say, you merely adopted overshadowing Jesus on one of his holidays. I invented it. And then I go to the sled.
You get closer to the sleigh, and you see more green around, like amidst your sleigh than normal. Get
The
closer.
elves?
This being pops out from the sleigh. No, don't. Hang on. Don't come any closer.
Wait, you said he's in green?
He's in green.
Alright, you already have an idea. Go ahead.
Yeah. Don't you take another step. I'm commandeering this here vessel for my own.
I don't have time for this, St. Patrick.
All right, well.
Also, why are you Scottish?
I forgotten. What nationality is this?
He's Irish.
I don't know how to do an Irish accent. I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish today. What is it? I don't. What is an Irish accent? I can do Scotland way easier.
I'll be commandeering this vehicle, Mr. Close.
Oh, okay, I got you now. All right, so
Top of the morning to you,
It's
laddie.
mine now. All right, it's no longer yours. It's mine. It's all mine. I already got my potatoes in here. I gotta sprinkle in a little racism, all right? What you laughing at?
Good luck without these. And I hold up the keys.
It's a sleigh. What do you need keys for? Watch, and he like kicks the side and it starts up. Whose keys are those?
Wait, what's...
Where'd you find those?
What starts up?
The sleigh.
Gabriel. It starts up.
The reindeer start trotting in place.
I yell to Donner, halt!
One of the reindeer stops.
I yell to the other reindeer, halt!
They all stop. Well, you can't just do that now, can you?
I'm Santa Claus, dang it.
Alright, fair. Well, I bet you weren't expecting this. And he, like, kicks the side of the sleigh again, and, like, up comes a giant cannon that has the word potato on the side of it. What you gonna do now, Santa man?
I reach into the sack of gifts and I pull out another potato gun.
Oh no! I forgot where I got this from!
I deliver to the children of Ireland as well,
Please,
Mr.
no, I pray, don't do this! I have a Saint Patrick to pretend to be. Please,
Step away from the sleigh, Mr.
Oh, no,
Patrick.
put the gun down first, man. I don't want any trouble here.
I'll put the gun down when you get off the sleigh.
Oh,
And I'm safe inside of it.
If I get off the sleigh and I can't use the cannon, you see, I need you to put the gun down first so I can shoot you. Wait, I said the quiet part out loud. Oh no. Hey, the president? I don't.
I holster a potato into the chamber.
Oh, please, I beg you, please don't do this.
Step away.
I don't even. All right, I'm gonna be straight with you, Mr. President. I mean, who are you? I'm going to be straight with you, Mr. Santa. Santa, why are they so close together? Wait a second, you're not the real Santa. No, I'm not leaving this. I'm going to die here if I have to. He like stands on top of the sleigh, puffs out his chest, and holds up a remote. With one
I fire a
button on
potato in his hand to knock the remote out of it.
His arm comes off. Oh my goodness! Where did you get that? Wait, you're Santa. I know where you got it.
What is happening?
How am I gonna write letters now? That was my good arm.
What?
I gotta write letters to you every year. Don't you get them?
What?
No, what? No!
What? You don't think St. Patrick would write Santa a letter for Christmas?
Oh.
Considering that St. Patrick didn't believe in pagan religion, I'd say no, he wouldn't.
I don't know where my brain went, but whatever.
How am I gonna tell you what I want for Christmas, man?
Well, what do you want for Christmas?
I mean, like those green Jolly Ranchers. Those are pretty good.
Well, I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
You let me back onto my sleigh, and in addition to taking you back home, I'll give you all the green Jolly Ranchers you want.
Promise?
I'm Santa Claus. I never break a promise.
You broke my arm, though. I don't know how much I trust you.
Listen, I never promised to not blow your arm off.
All right. I trust you now. like he kicks the side of the sleigh. It starts up again. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hang on. Kicks it again. Like the cannon comes down.
Go ahead.
Did you say get off the sleigh? I can't
No,
remember.
I'm
what
gonna take him
your
home.
names were.
He can stay on the sleigh now. I'm
okay.
gonna take him home.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He like
So
sits
I
down
get-
and starts kicking his legs because they're too
Yeah.
short to like touch the bottom of the sleigh.
I get onto the sleigh. I say, "Hold this, would you?" And I put the New Year baby onto his lap.
Where'd you find this?
Oh, my son, who was trying to I think kill me or something, brought this with him. I don't know why. It hasn't really become plot relevant. And I put the bag of gifts into the back of the sleigh,
I was
making sure to close it.
I was gonna blast you through to nothing. You had this the whole time. I was gonna kill the baby.
Oh yeah, but that would have been on you, right?
I didn't even know you had him. The baby.
It's a manifestation of the year, man. It doesn't have a gender.
What? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What, no, baby?
I didn't write folklore.
This is like the stupidest. Like I get like the Easter Bunny. Like that makes
Press on.
sense. I get you. I get me. I get Leif Erikson. But like,
What holiday does Leif Erikson have?
Leif Erikson Day.
Okay, well, by that logic, every president in history is
but like I don't
By
get
that
what
logic,
is this
by that
baby doing
logic,
here.
the U.S. president is a mythological figure.
Yeah, I love George Washington Machine. The first
Okay,
presidentiation
well, I
of
sit-
this nation.
Are there bears in the desert?
Sure hope so.
I pick up the reins, and I just say, "Ho ho go!"
All right, so
I can't take credit for that. That's in Prep and Landing.
it's also an elf. So
I
Cinematic masterpiece.
all right, so give me a dice roll.
that's a 9.
All right, so oh my god. So you start going. You sail off into the horizon at like the drop of a hat because you're Santa and you can do that. Meanwhile, back in the Sahara Desert, you're just gonna like leave me here? I don't know how to get. I guess I still got like this guy. All right. Like goes over to Yukon Cornelius and just like sits down next to the unconscious body. Like, I guess I'll wait for him to wake up. So on the way back, how long has this episode gone on? Hang on, I don't have the timer up anymore.
It's been a long
I've got 2 hours and 16 minutes, so it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes.
All right, I can't kill Santa. This is a Christmas episode. You guys,
No!
I've got 2, baby.
so you go all the way back.
Gabriel,
What? What?
do you know what inhabits the North Pole?
He's not going to the North Pole. He's
Yes,
gonna go drop
he
off
is.
St. Patrick. All right. So you go and drop him off. You give him his potato sack. You give him like 5 Jolly Ranchers to hold him over until the next time you see him in like 4 months.
I at least give him a full packet. I give him infinite Jolly Rancher.
You're being too nice for what I'm gonna do to you later.
I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah. So.
And I'm not that nice. I did just leave my son to die.
Oh, Absalom.
Well, I guess he didn't really kill anybody. All right, yeah, all right. You just threw sand in their eyes, and they just find their own demise.
And blew
Yeah,
off a man's arm.
I let them defeat themselves. Well, listen.
St. Patrick has one arm now.
I didn't aim for the arm. I aimed for the remote. Everything else is up to fate.
That is true. In my dice roll, that was a nat 1 for St. Patrick. So you drop him off. You give him like a bag, like it's like a small packet that has just infinite green Jolly Ranchers. Did you know that Jolly Ranchers are a great like pre-workout? I didn't know this until like recently. Anyway, so he's gonna get jacked. You're going back to the North Pole. On arrival, get down there. You go and see your workshop. You're like, I'm home. It just echoes. There's nobody around. So you're like, doesn't seem right. It's August. Like we should be ramping up production to get like ready and stuff. So start meandering around. You don't really see anybody. You pass one of the offices. You know, Buddy Elf is still in there. Oh, you can tell
shoot
because
Buddy the Elf.
do you want to shoot Buddy the Elf with your potato gun?
No, I was gonna pull out an actual Magnum.
Oh, okay. So give me a roll.
But no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. That was so stupid.
Hi, Santa! Hi, Santa! Boom. You remember me? Come on, Luke.
I'm not actually doing that. I'm not actually.
Santa! Like, you remember me?
Hello, buddy. How's the workshop?
He remembers me. Yes. Oh,
You never let me forget.
Yeah, you're darn right I don't. So like he's going pretty great. I'm learning how to make like these little train sets. Like they're pretty cool. Like the wheels turn. Like some of the smoke comes out the top. Oh, it's so cool. I wish I could build a real one day.
Oh, good for you, buddy. Tell me, where is everyone else?
You want to see how it works?
I'd rather know where everyone else is.
You want to? Come here, Santa. Like look at this. Look at this.
Okay,
like,
I guess this is happening.
It's in character.
So like he's like explaining how a train works. I have no idea. You pull like a little water in like this little tank, and then later on, like whenever you push the wheels, it like heats up and and like steam comes out the top. Isn't that cool, Santa?
Yep.
And then you got all that, Santa? Santa?
Oh yeah. Very impressive, buddy.
Thanks, Santa. That means a lot to me. He skips down the hallway with his train to go
buddy,
show other people.
Wait, there are other people. I follow him to other people.
You try to keep up, but you're Santa. You're not an elf. I was gonna say you can't keep up with your little legs compared to how tall he is.
But Will Ferrell is like 6'2", though.
Yeah, but like you probably keep up with Will Ferrell running. Like it's not that hard.
If we're being honest.
Like, he goes to basketball games, but he doesn't play. Like you keep up with him, and like Buddy like stops in the middle of the workshop again. Like, hey Santa, where's everyone at?
I was hoping you would know, buddy. You're the one who's been here.
What? I bet you I know where they're at. He like turns and runs down this hallway, and he zigzags through a bunch of corridors. You're not able to keep up with him, and you're once again lost in the labyrinth of your workshop. You know your way around. You just don't know where Buddy went. Like, do you want to?
Elf quarters. Maybe they're in the elf quarters. They have to sleep sometimes.
You go like to the barracks. I don't know what the elf term of barracks is. The dormitory. Nobody's there. Like everything's perfectly neat. Everything's made. Just nobody around.
Well, this is a pickle.
Santa, look what I found! He turned himself into a pickle.
Gabriel.
No, I'm just joking. All right, so like, you want to go like check on your wife, or like maybe.
Yes, I'll go to my personal quarters where I know she would be.
So like you go to your personal quarters, and you open the door, and facing away from you is somebody in a chair.
Mrs. Claus, what's happened here? Where are all the elves?
The figure stands up. Taller than you thought. Wider than you thought. Jollier than you thought. Turns around. Why, Mr. Claus. I don't remember what voice I was doing for this man earlier. It's anti-Claus. Well, Mr. Claus.
Bad to Claus.
Bad. I am he that you speak of, yes. I thought you could get rid of me with the old sand trick.
Wait, wasn't he shorter than me back in the Sahara?
He was. But he's taller than your wife. That's what I was going
okay,
for.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
Well, Mr.
bad to Claus.
Mr. Claus. Sam. It's been a while.
It's been like a couple of hours.
It really has. After it felt like an eternity until I could get the sand out of my eyes. I'll make you pay. I'll make you pay real well. Ho 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 ho.
I freaking love that gag. It's so good. Where's my wife? Where are the elves? What have you done to the North Pole?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Yes, I would. That's why I asked.
He like looks behind him at a window. Says they could be anywhere and everywhere. But one thing's for sure, something's gonna be here really soon. He like blows into a whistle.
Oh no.
Your move, fat man.
I immediately, first of all, turn around behind me, close the door, and lock it.
Okay. The door to outside?
No, the door to my room.
Oh, okay.
To my quarters. I assume we're in my office.
Yeah, it's a first floor office, by the way.
Yeah. So I
Or
turn
no,
around
it'd be
behind
funnier.
me.
It's at the very top. It's like 6th floor above in the workshop.
Okay, I turn around and I close and lock the door, and once it's locked, I run over to the fireplace and close off the, I close the flue, or whatever it is that opens up the fireplace to, like, the chimney. And,
Okay, so you seal off the chimney, you seal the door
Yeah.
to anti-Claus.
Yeah. And he's standing in front of the window, so I can't exactly go and bar up the window.
Anti-Claus. You hear a crash in the other room. No, not me! I just dressed like him so I could take on when you kill him!
Upon hearing that, I immediately throw off the. I gather that by that this thing, whatever it is, has been trained to attack something that looks like Santa Claus. So I take off the red coat and hat, and I put it.
The bear
onto...
breaks through the door. Oh, you don't look like Santa. You just have a big belly and red pants on. You don't have the jolly jacket. Here, he like hands you a Coke. Here, you want one of these?
Oh, many thanks. Many thanks, friend. And I crack it open and I drink it.
He cracks one open with you. So like a few hours go by, you're just hanging
Clink
out
the
with the polar bear.
bottles.
Gabe!
What? What do you want from me?
I don't know what I want.
Alright, so you're just hanging out with the polar bear, just sipping a Coke. I can't believe I was ready to kill you earlier. I would have been spectacular. I would have been crazy, right? Meanwhile, the door's still open with a mangled corpse in it. You know, I really thought there was two of you at one point, but clearly not. Yukon Cornelius shows up, riding the snowman, the abominable variety.
Oh, yeah.
He rips the roof off. He looks down at you. I'm trying to make a callback to like the perfect sandwich, but I don't remember what we said for that. He just looks down at you like, well, you thought you could get rid of me. Yeah, you thought you could get rid of us.
Yukon, my boy, good news. I've had a change of heart.
What happened to Uncle Banta? What happened? What'd you do to him? Who's this guy? he hands out to the polar bear. What happened here?
My boy, come on down and I'll explain everything.
All right. So like he gets off the abominable snowman. No, man, don't fall for his tricks. And so he gets down onto the floor. He's like, oh, what happened, Dad?
Well, before I tell you anything, you look rather cold.
I mean, I'm a little chilly. Like
I grabbed the red coat and I put it on him.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Like that's really thoughtful of you.
There you are. And then,
I
look,
was stressed for like the desert. Like this is pretty chill. My legs are kind of cold too.
this hat, you should wear this too.
Oh, thanks, Santa. Yeah, really,
Of course.
real kind of you. You got any like snow pants up here? Like I'm kind of shivering. Like
You know, it does so happen. I do have...
eat you. Don't put anything else on. Look what he did to that guy. He's my dad. Like, why would he want to hurt me? Like, don't do it, man.
It just so happens I do happen to have some spare pairs of snow pants, and I walk over to the dresser and I pull out a pair of my.
Have you seen Mom recently? I haven't talked to Mom in a while.
I've been trying to find her. Actually, her and all the elves have disappeared. It's so strange.
So weird. Hang on, can I show you something before you get me the pants?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm offering. This is Santa Claus offering you a pair of pants.
I guess so. Like, all right. Well, I can show you after. So, like,
Hand him the pants.
puts the pants on. The bear immediately snaps up, turns around. You! You're Santa! Oh, no, I'm Santa. That's Santa. You're Santa?
Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. This man's clearly insane.
I've been hanging out with the real Santa for
I don't know what you're talking
hours? Give me a roll.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe you lied to me who you really were.
3.
You got a 3?
Yeah, I got a 3.
Oh, I guess I'll just eat both of you. How about that? he like.
Now, Mr. Bear, you know the funny thing about sand?
What's that? Sand?
Sand.
Sand? So, like,
You see, there's a funny thing about sand.
what
It's
even
very
is
coarse.
sand? Oh,
Well, it's this material, you see. It's very coarse. It's very rough. And I take
Okay.
one of my boots off and I reach inside and grab a handful of sand, and it gets everywhere. And I pour the sand in his eyes.
oh! What is this cursed being? It's so rough and coarse, and it's everywhere in my eyes.
Son, run!
So, like, you guys run down the hallway. You start running. You eventually. You lose the bear. The bear is still in your office. You guys are back in the work. Like, ooh, that was a close one, Dad. Good thinking for the same thing you did to me. That was great. That was a good job. Like, I can't believe you came up with that on the spot. That's crazy. And so, like, all right,
What
can
did
I
you
show you
need to
the
show
thing I
me,
wanted to
my
show you
boy?
now?
Yes, what did you need to show me, my boy?
I gotta Google something.
Okay.
Dang it! All right, whatever. So you go. He like leads you into like the basement area, and there's a few chutes, like bank chutes that the upper buildings. You know, there's a few boxes with locks on it. Dad, this is my favorite room in the facility. You want to know why?
I'm standing behind him as I say this. Why is that?
There's only one way in and one way out. Abominable snowman drops down and blocks the exit. You see, Dad.
We've gone into the room.
Yeah.
Okay. I made care to say I was behind him because I thought we were still outside the door.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're in the room.
Okay, we're in the room. I gotcha. Okay.
Look at all these little trinkets and little doodads down here. Isn't it just neat?
What kind of things are around?
You're in the mail room. This is where Santa gets all his letters, and they get like sorted out to region.
Okay.
Like, this is where all of the grunt work is done. And you know how long you had me working in this abysmal place?
Wait, you were working in the mail room?
Yeah. You know who I was working with?
Well, the director of the mail room is...
Buddy the Elf walks out of one of the aisles. He was working with me! All those years down here with nothing to do other than look at mail and get paper cuts. It's an elf's job. We're no elves. We're brothers. And they fist bump, and like a shockwave goes out through the room.
Wait a minute. If you're his brother, then... Oh, Yukon, you're not my son!
What do you mean? Oh yeah, he's not actually Santa's... Oh no, I forgot. Alright, fine, well... What are you saying, Santa? That's what Buddy the Elf says.
Buddy,
I'm not your... You're not my dad?
Buddy, I'm sorry. I thought that... I thought that you knew that Bob Newhart Elf told you what...
I thought you were my... I always thought you were my...
Buddy, I'm so sorry. No, your father is a stockbroker in New York.
Oh, what do you... Why? That sounds horrible. Does he...
He kind of is.
He's probably never... He's probably never even had maple syrup on his spaghetti yet. I just need some time. He like goes back into his aisle.
Of course, buddy. Of course.
Yukon's like, I can't believe it.
Yukon.
How could you just hurt the man like that? Come on, dude.
Yukon, I understand that this is a lot, but that doesn't take away from what you've been through. I never meant for you to work only in the mail room. I wanted you to understand the hearts of children. I wanted you to understand their innocence so that you could understand the spirit of Christmas. Because I wanted you to take my place one day.
I will. The day's today. Pulls his pickaxe back out.
Wait, I took it from you.
I have more than one, you idiot! I work in the mines. I work in the mail room.
I thought you just said you worked in the. Your story's not adding up, Yukon.
Well, no, Yukon left Santa after a while. Remember all those years that I wasn't around? You could have found me. Guess where I was? I was with that thing.
You left a very nasty note with your mother. It had many slurs, Yukon.
If this guy has a name. No, it's just alright, whatever. Well, some things just needed to be said.
What the heck?
Alright, I said it. I said it in the letter. I'll say it now. You're a bad dad.
Yukon.
Get him, Bommy! The abominable snowman reaches out, grabs you. I was really hoping the abominable snowman of the North had a nickname in the Rudolph story, but he doesn't.
The Bumble.
Bumble?
It's the Bumble.
Get him, Bumble! He reaches down, grabs you, and he pulls you out. We're gonna show you what the true meaning of Christmas is. And knock you out. You wake up on a toilet.
I was gonna throw pocket sand at the abominable snowman.
The snowman goes, "Oh, the sand is rough. Of course, it's everywhere in my heart." Yukon looks up. You can talk? How much more sand can you possibly have?
It gets everywhere.
It gets
It's true.
everywhere.
So the abominable snowman drops you on the workshop floor. And across the room, you see something vaguely familiar. You see a Coke bottle, half drank.
Oh no.
Da-dum, da-dum. Comes the bear. Here comes the bear. Here
Is the
comes
bear is the bottle of Coke within grabbing distance?
Yes.
I grab it.
All right. It's still cold.
Is there still Coke in it?
Yeah, it's half filled.
Okay, I finished the Coke.
You get a brain freeze, and amidst your brain freeze, the
From
polar bear
Coke?
comes out. Yeah, it's cold. It's the North Pole. It's like 2 degrees.
But I'm Santa Claus.
All right, fine. You don't
as
get
it-
brain freeze.
Okay, as the bear charges, I swing the glass on. I swing the
No,
bottle and
not
break the
yet,
glass
not
over.
yet,
its-
not yet.
Okay, okay.
All right, so the bear shows up. You drank the rest of my Coke.
Was that the rest of yours? I thought this was the rest of mine.
Oh, yours is back in the room where you spilt it like a baby when you ran away when I found out you're the real Santa. Lied to me, and you drank my Coke. Now I'm gonna kill you. In the background you hear, yeah, he's gonna kill you.
That guy just won't go away.
I hate that rabbit.
Yes, can we call a temporary truce and kill that rabbit?
I feel like we have a common enemy. You kind of
We
comes
do
up
have
like,
a common enemy.
yeah, he's kind of annoying. Like I could do without him. Let's get him dead. No, please. Who's gonna poop on the lawn with eggs every what is it? April, May,
March.
every March. You don't even know your real holiday date. You just like kill the rabbit. I don't. It's a rabbit. It's not a bird. Oh, like, well, that was fun. All right. Now you. It's your turn. I'm sorry. It has to end this way. Well, you did kill a rabbit. You're Santa. You shouldn't kill things.
Wait a minute. You're just gonna fade to black on that and then say I'm the one that did it?
Oh yeah, you were there. You remember.
Maybe the bear's the one that killed him.
You don't
Maybe
know.
the bear's the
Who
one with
else is
blood in his
going to?
hands.
Who's going to say that I killed the bear? Me or you? One's gonna be alive after this. This is self-defense. I just watched you kill a rabbit. I'm also an animal.
So I turn to you guys. Son, break the tie. Who killed the rabbit?
You did it.
Excuse you?
You did it. You need to die for me to be Santa. How does this not benefit me?
Not does I could
Wait.
just you could just inherit the role.
Wait, no.
You don't know
No.
all the secrets. If I die, you're never Santa.
Wait. If you die, then I'm Santa, then he kills me. I gotta get out of here. He jumps on Bumble and runs away. And it's just you and the Coca-Cola bear.
Pocket sand.
No, you can't do that again. I know your tricks.
Okay.
He catches all the sand in his palm.
While he's distracted, I break the bottle over his head.
Come on.
He's a polar bear.
He's a polar bear, man.
Yeah.
The bottle breaks. Or
Yeah, just knock him out.
goes, oh.
That's what happens when you break a bottle over someone's head.
Someone's head is a bear. It's a 7'5" bear. He reaches down.
Okay, I stab him with the jagged
You
edges
shouldn't.
of the bottle.
All right, the stomach. Oh, I was.
Multiple times I stab him.
I
I run out of the mailroom.
Gabe. No Family Guy bits.
I have run out of the mailroom. I am no longer in the mailroom.
Gabe.
Oh, you stabbed me in the body.
Oh, just.
Alright, so you killed the bear. Second bear shows up. What'd you do to my brother? He's a
Where
mangled
have you been
corpse.
this whole time?
I'm You think there's just one Coca-Cola bear? Pops one open, starts to drink it. His body grows 10 times the size like the Grinch in his heart.
Wait a minute.
I'm Mega Bear.
Just go with it, Luke.
You know the workshop they build the bears with? I'm like that, but better and real, and gonna kill you. You killed my brother, man. It like picks you up above his head.
To me, Dasher. To me, Dancer.
He starts to shake you. Oh no, sand! Why is there sand?
I didn't have to do it this time. I didn't have to do it this time.
So Slate comes down, lands in the workshop, crashes through the ceiling. What do you want to do with that?
I reach into the gift, the bag of gifts for some weapons.
All right.
Hunters
Gabe.
have Christmas lists.
Yeah, of course.
Gabe,
What?
it is 8:41.
Yeah.
We started at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
This is one episode.
We haven't done an
Please
episode
kill
for
Luke.
a month. All right.
What's a better Christmas present than an extra long PoDumb?
That's what the plants crave.
Uh,
What the people crave. More bear action. More baction. Bear action. There we go. So
I pull a hunting rifle and a bear trap out of the bag of gifts.
all right, you pull a rifle fully loaded. Bear trap. What are you gonna do with the bear trap? The bear's already on the ground, trapped by not vision.
Well, I have that just as a backup.
Okay.
I ready the gun and I fire.
All right, you shoot. Give me a roll.
Oof! Hang on, I'm sitting on my robe. Okay, give me a roll. That's a nat 20.
You kill the bear. Out from the door comes Mrs. Claus. Our pets! What did you do to our pets? Oh my gosh! I
draw the line. I draw the line at Santa Claus not recognizing his own pets. No.
Why? Why would
do
you
not-
kill them?
No, I do. They attacked
Your
me.
brother is dead in your office. You killed the two bears. Our
I never
son was
established that-
riding something away from the workshop. What if
I never established that he was my brother.
How do you not recognize your own brother? Is that how you don't? Did you wreck or something? Why did you have head trauma?
I did actually. Thank you for asking. Nice to know that the first concern my wife has is my own safety.
You killed so many things. You're Santa.
Self-defense.
Did your brother really have to die like that? Like he's everywhere in that room.
Okay, again, he died by his own doing. He trained the bear.
He trained the bear to do what?
Kill Santa.
Well, what? Why?
I literally did nothing. I was literally not even remotely responsible for his death.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh. All right. Huh. Well, come with me. Come with.
I don't trust anybody who tells me that right now.
All right, but for real this time. Like, just follow me.
No. First
Come on.
First of all, you let Buddy the Elf think I was his father for who knows how long.
I thought it was funny. What other human is at the North Pole? We got a bunch of midgets around here. We're the only two regular people in the entire continent. What else was I gonna tell him?
Well, the truth, maybe. I don't know. Anything but
that sounds lame. That just sounds lame. You just hear, like, quiet sobbing from the floorboards beneath you. Did you tell him you weren't your father? He wasn't. You guys weren't related. Did you break that news to him?
Out.
Did you really do your?
Information came out. I let's not say here or there who said what.
I don't know if I love you anymore. I said it. I said it. I said it.
Is Santa gonna get divorced after a mass slaughter at the North Pole?
I said it, alright?
Night Santa went crazy.
Crazy.
You killed our pets. You killed your brother. Or I guess you watched your brother die. I don't know how that happened.
No, it happened in another room. I was not present.
You listened to him die. That's so much better. Where have you been the past 3 months? You haven't even been home.
But, okay. Establish some lore, my good sir.
I mean, you don't know how long you were out. You wrecked the Sled, the Sahara Desert.
Wait a minute. How'd you know about any of that?
I'm looking at the corpses.
In the Sahara Desert?
No, that was just me as the narrator.
Oh. You said it exactly like Mrs. Claus. I thought
Well, that's because I have one voice. I'm giving up.
Okay.
Since why are you going on for multiple hours? I want a divorce. I don't think I can.
What the heck?
Those pets were everything to me. I raised them. I raised them from babies. Like
That's why I didn't remember what they looked like.
I can't anymore. Sorry.
Literally, neither of them, who could both talk, mentioned being my pets.
Oh yeah, they both can talk.
I don't think these are our pets, Mrs. Claus.
You're arguing with a woman. She just leaves. She's not going to be wrong here. Alright, so... Third bear shows up.
Gabe,
What?
please.
I just dropped the rifle and accepted it at this point. I'm done.
He won't.
What did you do with my family? You look back
Are
at
you
the
one of
baby
my
bear.
pets, or are you related to these two?
I'm Papa Bear. What did you do with Mama and Baby Bear? Bear noise. Walks over to you. Squares up to you. You're at his waist. Like your head almost hits his knee. So, can you explain yourself? Bear noise. Yes.
Pocket sand.
Oh no, it's in my eyes! Oh, it's everywhere! Oh! He
I
falls.
pick the rifle back up.
Alright, fine, whatever. You win. You win one or two.
Scott left. I literally said I gave up. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, it's in my eyes and it's everywhere! Oh, it's sand! Oh gosh! He falls down. You shoot him. You get another kill to your kill list. Whatever. I don't even care anymore.
I can't even surrender.
Look, jump off the top of the building.
You've killed. You're divorced. You're depressed. I think there's only one option left.
Donner, impale me upon one of your horns.
Horns.
Antlers.
They're bears. Oh,
No,
you said a
Donner.
deer name. Okay, all right. Donner like has one tear weep out of his eye. It's a reindeer. Can they talk?
That depends on you.
Sure.
The bears can apparently talk.
Oh yeah, bears can talk. Reindeer can talk. Sure. All right.
And Scooby-Doo was here for a second for some
Yeah,
reason.
I wanted to do a lot with him, but we just never got to it. So, Donner like sheds one tear. I don't know if I can.
I take the antlers in my hands and impale myself.
What an upsetting image.
I don't want to celebrate Christmas anymore.
So this is Christmas.
It does a slow pan out.
Santa impaled himself on his old reindeer.
That concludes this episode.
You know what? It was by my own hand. I'm calling that a win
That concludes this
for
episode of Water
myself. I
Cheese.
survived all of the obstacles, and my death was at my own hand. I'm saying
Gabe
I
had
won that.
so many opportunities, but he just let you use sand
I
all
literally,
the time.
I literally surrendered, and he didn't take it.
Well, yeah, because you use sand.
Yeah, I surrendered first.
Yeah, but like, I wanted a little bit more of like a dramatic ending to that, but then sand happened.
my
Twice,
gosh.
3 times, a couple times.
Oh, Luke, can you summarize any of this?
Oh, you don't want to do a
So
bit after that?
So Santa crashed in the middle of the Sahara, accidentally found Scooby-Doo, left him with a fortune teller, fought his evil brother, who it was never established was his brother, broke Donner out of a cage. I refuse to go any further with this.
I was more thinking about your final thoughts on
Oh,
everything.
Merry Christmas.